Guys, the way that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have like a random number generator. So what that's gonna do is like we have 12 rows here on the of predators to rank. So I'm just gonna go 1 through 12 and just pick a row, randomly, and we'll just pick one from that row. I think that's probably the best way to do it if we want to be random with it. But just right away, one thing I want to notice right here, we got two legends right next to each other. These are alphabetically. So we got JPW and Jeff Stacy right next to each other. That is fucking... that is some good luck on the draw right there. Comments are funny, man. You guys are very funny. This community is very funny. We'll get started in about 2 minutes or so. These comments are always very funny, though. You know, I'm gonna get so distracted just between reading the chat. Are you a cop? We got a lot of time today. We can take our time with this. And it's going to be interesting, too, because I have a feeling this is going to be a really top-heavy list. Like, most of these guys are going to be in S, A, and B. Like, I don't know how many guys... It's not going to be, like, a perfect normal distribution, you know? It's going to be, like, S, A, B are going to, I think, have most of the predators, you know? There's not many predators that I don't like, actually. Oh, my God, $10. Streamers like you don't come around often. Thank you very much, Moody Naji. Very generous, very generous. I just got out of a mental institution a couple days ago. You know, I was debating so hard what graphic to make for the donation one. I was debating it so much. I ended up going with Michael Weireker, but who knows? But if we're ready to get started, I think we're ready to get started here. Alright, so let's just get started. The first number that popped up is number 2. And from here, I think it's appropriate. We'll start things off with Dan Allen. Dan Allen is a great predator. And he is, if I can scroll up here, he's not SC tier. He is going to solid A tier. You know, I don't think... I don't know. I don't want to ramble on and give an explanation for everything, but he's solid A tier. You know, I want to reserve the S tier guys for my like top 5 or so, and I think Dan Allen is solid A tier, still very very good. But you compare him to some of the others in Riverside, I think there's a few that are better than Dan Allen. So I think he's solid A tier. You know, you can't go wrong with Dan Allen. He's going to shove the camera down your throat as well, which is a great line. All right, next number 4. Number 4, Ernest Timmons was the first one I saw here in row number 4. Ernest Timmons is again, I think I said it when I reviewed his segment. He's not top tier. He's in that second tier of predator. Ernest Timmons, though, definite A tier. Bing is now has donated $2. Walls, love your TCAP content. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Very generous, of course. But yes, Ernest Timmons is the sweaty predator. Of course, he's definitely A tier. He's right up there with some of the best predators in my opinion. All right, next up, row 9. Oh god, now I have to do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, okay. Oh, let's start right here. Case Majub. I personally like Case Majub a lot. I think he's my favorite of the predators that got tased, but he is a B tier predator in my opinion. He doesn't stay and talk to Chris Hansen, but his whole situation where he comes in and says, he says he's skeptical, he drove away, and then he came back, and his arrest is great, of course. His arrest is great, of course. I love it so much, and his phone call is pretty good also. But if he would have stayed and talked to Chris Hansen, I think he could have. As my mic fell down, holy hell! That is not very professional. That is not very professional. But yes, Case Mushu, if he had an interview with Chris Hansen, I think he would be A tier. But since now he's solid B tier. All right, back to row 2 again. Let's go with Daniel Kelly here. The Let Go of the Keys Predator. I think he's definitely B tier. I think he's a pretty good watch. Can I donate my KY jelly? Yeah, I think so. Right? I think you should be able to arrange that somehow. Daniel Kelly, though, with his Let Go of the Keys. Very good moment. His interrogation is quite underrated, actually. I like his interrogation a lot. The mic got tased. Yeah, I think the mic got tased a little bit. That's pretty funny. But Let Go of the Keys is really good. I enjoy his segment. His interrogation is good. Solid all around, but not top tier. Not top tier for sure. Well, you can't go back in time. All right, number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, this is a good row right here. Let's start with I wanted to just go with the first guy that I saw. And the first guy I saw was Lance Fine. Lance Fine is a guy that's made his way up my rankings pretty quickly here, actually. He's A tier. He is A tier. I love Lance Fine. I need to do a full review on him eventually. I think that might be one of the next ones that I do. Lance Fine is great. He wants to get beaten up by you. He wants to be your toilet. What's the police officer doing here? A great predator in every single way. You know, he's like, oh, it could have been my mother for all I know. He wants to get beaten up. First and Grand, yeah. I like that screen name too, First and Grand. You know, it's very interesting actually. It's one that I would have used for myself. I could imagine myself using it back in the day. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, Lance Fine is great, man. He is really great. He doesn't still work at the Hard Rock, though. He was working... I don't know if everybody knows about this, but he was working at Perkins, and he got arrested for wearing a Halloween mask, a wolf mask, I think it was. Is anyone going to be lower than B? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said that earlier. I think most of the guys are going to be in S through B tier. Bing is now again, Jesus Christ. Sir, please, I need you to rate the predators that came in naked. Alright, we can do that. We're going to get to them. We're going to get to them for sure. Thank you, though, Bing is now. Very generous again. But, yeah, he was working at Perkins, and he was wearing a wolf mask, and he got arrested on Halloween. He changed his name, too. He's pretty ridiculous, actually. But, yeah, Lance Fine is an A-tier predator, in my opinion. All right, going now, row 12. Ooh, the last row. We only have 2 guys in row 12, and one of them is Marvin Lacan. So we'll review one of the naked guys right here. Marvin Lacan, the cat predator. In terms of naked predators, he's really good. There's only 2 naked predators, so I'm debating where to put him because he comes in naked. It pushes him up, but for someone who came in naked, he's actually not quite that entertaining, actually. He's B tier. You know, I think he's B tier. Are you wearing a man cheetah costume while I'm doing this? I wish. If I had one, I would be. But yeah, he's very... Doesn't give Chris Hansen much in his interview. It's basically just Chris Hansen carrying the entire thing. But he gets tackled by the what's it called? By the ghillie suit cop. So that's interesting on its own right. I think he's B. I think he's solid B tier. You know, he's not a guy that, he's a good starter predator, I think, but on its own, I'm not too big on him. But he's got some good lines in there. Yeah, making a mistake. That's a pretty good line. All right, row 9. So this was 12, 11, 10, 9. Ooh, all right. Let's do. Oh, okay. Let's do a good one right here. Rolando Restacruz. The first S tier predator here. Rolando, without a doubt, is S tier. He's a top fiver in my opinion. Everything about him is great. Chat log, phone call, interview with Chris Hansen, and his arrest, of course. He's S tier for sure. For sure S tier. He's got to be. I really hope that that's a pretty good. No, there won't be much disagreement about that. I'm glad that I'm doing this now too, because if I did this like a month ago, I probably would have had Rolando somewhere in A or B tier actually, but now oh man, I've taken a second look at him. He's definitely S tier. Let's run away to South Dakota. Yeah, exactly. We'll have sex every day. Where's Lauren on the list? We'll get to Lauren. We'll get to everybody. All right, up next here though, let's get to row 10, right after Rolando. So, oh shit, it got messed up here a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10. Oh, okay, here we go. We got some good ones here. We'll start with Safraz. Safraz Khan's a personal favorite of mine. He's A tier. I like him a lot more than what's his face? Yazana's 4 Slave to Mistresses. Tennis Boy's great though. I love Tennis Boy. Yeah, Tennis Boy's always great. Father, son, doctor, patient. $1.69. Very nice. Here's the new mic. Here's for the new mic fund. Dropping the mic is not my style. That's beautiful. I like that. That's good. Thank you very much, sir. But yeah, Safraz Khan, his interrogation is really what pushes him over the line for me. He's great. His interrogation is one of my favorites. So I think he's solid A tier. We're both gonna get arrested, I think, too. Yeah. Yeah, he got it rough too, and he got deported. So in a I guess as a kind of way to make up for him getting screwed over. he'll be A tier. We'll call him A tier. All right, row 8. Oh jeez, I don't know how to count, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta keep doing this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so row 8 here. We'll go with Juan Lee. Juan Lee is another one that I think is very underrated in TCAP. He's A tier in my book. He's A tier in my book. Wes has donated $1. Can we get a yo Lord? There you go. I hope I did that justice for you right there. Oh Lord. Oh please sir, yo Lord. There you go. Thank you, Wes. Very generous. But yes, we'll go with Juan Lee as A tier. Looks like restaurant. Which is really what, and he's polite. He says looks like restaurant. He just wears the condom. WAER, wears the condom. Yeah, he's very underrated. He's A tier in my book. And his interrogation is pretty good too. Oh, for years since I've been married, I just don't have sex. I'm sorry to say that. Going now. Oh, row 1. Okay, I know how to count to 1. So we'll go with Anthony Palumbo. Why the hell not? We'll go with another S tier predator right here, and Anthony Palumbo. I mean, there's really no room for it's. I kind of have to put him there. I kind of have to put him there. He. It's pretty obvious. It's probably one of the most obvious ones. Is that Palumbo's S tier. Do I ever get recognized in public for your voice? I'm kind of dreading the day. I'm sure it's bound to happen at some point. It hasn't happened yet. But, yeah, it hasn't happened yet. I'm kind of dreading the day. You want to do it raw? So yeah, there we go. Palumbo is definitely S tier in my book. Okay, row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, some good ones here. We'll go with we'll change things up. We've done a lot of great ones in a row here. So we'll go now with somebody a little bit down the rankings here in Joshua Colon. He's the first C tier. C tier has made an appearance on the list here. He's not the best by far of HVP. He's not the star. I like him. I do like him, but he's C tier. My excuse for S tier, I was going to Atlantic City. There you go. Yeah, but Joshua Colon is C tier. He's not the star of HVP. He just crumbles in front of Chris Hansen. He takes it, doesn't really give anything too quotable. Although he does come in and say, "Oh, I need to lock the door." He comes in, locks the door, and then says he needs to take a piss. Katya Nicole, $5. So nervous. Oh, geez, thank you very much, Katya Nicole. Thank you, very generous. But yeah, Poppy is C tier. He doesn't bring anything for the decoy too, which is really obnoxious, by the way. Really obnoxious. I mean, even if you should bring something. No, I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to eat my Chinese food by myself. You're going to just stare at me while I do it, and then we're going to plow. That's your whole action here is to just let me plow you. That's it. He's really a narcissist, man. Like there's some psychological shit going on with Joshua Colon. He's really fucked up. He is really fucked up. All right, row 11. So row 11 should be the last one now. We're down to only 11 rows now, so I guess I should change my random number generator to go to 11. So row 11 here, we got not any real favorites of mine. I guess we've done Safraz. We might as well do Yaz here. And if I put Safraz in A tier, so I can't put him here, so he'll be a solid B tier. He's pretty good. He's probably the bigger star, honestly, of the Safraz. And it's kind of appropriate that they're right next to each other here. But Yazan is pretty decent. He's probably the biggest star of the two, but I like Safraz better. So he's going to go B. We're going to go B tier with him. Yeah, it's really interesting too. We've already done two guys who wanted to be toilets. What are the chances of that? We had Lance Fine and Yazan has 4. Yeah, but yeah. So Yazan's got he's got a good interrogation also, which is pretty cool. And he swears he is version. All right, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, some good ones here. We're gonna save the obvious one here, I think, for a little bit later. We'll go with Malik Washington here. I think he's solid B tier. I don't want to put him in A tier. I don't think he is an A tier Predator, but he is nice. I think he is definitely underrated. When you look at the New Jersey Predators, where do I rank him amongst the New Jersey Predators? Probably right there after Palumbo, Timmons, Eugene Daly I like better, John Donnelly I like better, Thomas Shin I like better. So I can't put him that high up. I like so many more of the other New Jersey Predators, but that doesn't mean he's bad. It's more of a statement of how good the New Jersey Sting is. So he's definitely B tier, I think. Very good watch, very good entertaining watch. Always funny. Did you bring the porn for the laptop? Yeah, there's porn on there. Yeah. So he's pretty good, and Chris Hansen yells at him pretty well too. All right, row 4 is next up here. We got. Let's do let's do Hambubger. Hambubger, I really want to put him S tier. I really do. But I'm going to go with A tier for Bubger. It's just pretend, man. We'll put him in A tier. Again, very good watch. But his levels of fucked upness, I think, are what push him down to, what push him down to A tier. Do they have a decoy tier list, Faker? If they don't have one, they should have one. The Walking Dead Predator, though, yeah. I put him in A tier. I do like him a lot more than I once did. It's possible that he gets pushed up to S tier. If there was a tier below, in between S and A, I'd put him in that tier. But I do like Hamburger a lot. Yeah, he's really good. I'm past that stage now. Alright, row 7. So this was 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so let's go with the Oops Predator. I saw somebody wanted to see the Oops Predator, Michael Seibert. He is... I'll put him in B tier. I'm not super excited about that. Oh, what's up? Joey's TCAP channel in the house. What's up, Joey? But yeah, so, the Oops Predator, the Rat Predator, I think he's B tier. Pretty decent. Yeah, he doesn't really have a great... You don't see really much from his Riverside segment, and you don't really see... He doesn't stay long with Chris Hansen in the other one. We don't really get anything great, but he shows up twice. Yeah, he shows up twice. I guess that makes it a little bit better. I don't know. One aspect of his segment that is really great, I will say, is when he looks outside and he sees that there are cops out there, he goes, "Fuck! I need a bathroom." That's pretty great on its own too. I think he's B tier. I feel okay putting him there. Father, son, doctor, patient again. $1.69. I hope Timothy Kine is on here. He had so much potential, especially with how defiant he was with Detective Reed. I don't know if he is here. He might be here. I know Jim Rauch is on here, so he should be here. But I don't know if that to be the case. Do you see him here anywhere? Do you guys see him anywhere? He should be KT. Somewhere around here. Do you guys see him? I don't fucking see him. I don't know much about him, actually. I need to get more into some of those guys. I've been trying to get into some of these other guys, some of these more lesser known guys, like the guys that showed up in the other Kentucky sting, the Highland Heights sting. I've been trying to get through Jim Rauch. I don't know if I can. All right, next up here, row 2. Oh shit. Okay, I think it's time to offend some people here. Let's go with Cody Green. Let's go with Cody Green. I think it's time to get the first real unpopular opinion here. You guys aren't gonna like this one, I think. C tier. I'm not a fan of Cody Green. Not a fan of him. The only real funny thing about his segment, in my opinion, is that he gives the camera the finger, and he says, he gives the camera the finger and he says, "Thanks for making me waste my gas." Those are the only funny ones, the only funny part of this one here. I know, that's going to be an unpopular opinion, I know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a big fan of him. He's boring. Yeah, I think he's boring. You know, I know everyone likes the best pleasure line, but it's kind of gross at the same time. Yeah, not a big fan of him. C like cleanest. There you go. I really got C tier for no reason. C tier. I'm putting him there, and I'm sticking to it too. Not a fan. Not the biggest fan. I don't know. Row 5. All right, row 5. Let's get somebody pretty good here. Oh yeah, let's do one. Do another obvious one here. John Kennelly, S tier all the way. Yeah, pretty without a doubt. Pretty much without a doubt, S tier Predator. Although I must say, I didn't really put so much thought into this actually, beforehand. And it's probably not the best thing to admit, but I was thinking about John Kennelly. I was thinking I wanted to put him in A tier, but I think he deserves to be S tier. I think just for, I watched him again last night and I was just like, damn, you know, he's so damn good. You know, you're sitting in this kitchen naked, John. I must say, I love his first segment a lot better though. I must say that. Chickened out. Yeah, chickened out. Yeah, he's got to be S tier. I gotta put him there. All right, moving on. Row 9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, not anyone so great here. We'll go with we'll do shit. We'll do Stephen Buchanan. This is probably going to be another or an unpopular opinion again. C tier. Not a fan of him. Not a fan of it. Bing is now donates $2. Sir, I should be on the S tier, sir. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can put you S tier. In terms of my favorite commenters, why not? I think Buchanan's C tier. I know he's for some reason I wasn't expecting him to be as popular as some of the others in HVP, but I think he's C tier. I don't like his segment really. He's boring. Yeah, he's very boring. I'm not a big fan of his actually. Like, I'm really surprised that he has as many views as he does. His Uncut has as many views as he does. 5 minutes to live. What interview are you watching? Oh God, I don't know. That's so because a lot of these segments aren't 5 minutes long, so I'm not sure. If I had to pick one that I knew was 5 minutes long, I don't know. I might go with Jeff Stacy just because I know I'm gonna die and he's gonna die too. He wanted to just die. Maybe Jeff Stacy. Buchanan's F tier. Yeah, honestly, I might put him lower. D tier. Welcome to the club, D tier. D tier is finally getting in here. He's one of my least favorite. Because I think I have to put him D tier because I like Josh McClellan's segment better than his. D tier. There we go. We're putting him there. The Welcome Wagon in Fairfield. Maybe you get some bonus points for being the Welcome Wagon. Row 3. All right, let's go. First one I saw here was Deepak Bist. Deepak Bist, C tier, kind of generic. I think he's a little underrated, but I think C tier is pretty fair for him. She asked me to come here. He pulls the fucking flowers out of his shirt. Which is a nice magic trick. I will give him credit for that, but he's not great. I like it. I like how he gets arrested though. He tries to go back into the safe house, and the cops pull him out like he's a fucking piece of shit. Which he is a piece of shit. And he drove 4 hours, I think it was. So yeah, she lured me too. That's his thing. Also, he's got his moments. C tier though. He is C tier. I will say that. Row 4 now. Okay, so row 4. Ooh, we got some good ones here in row 4. We'll do Dustin McFetridge. Justin McFetridge. If it was my most hated Predators, I would put him in F tier. But I've watched Justin McFetridge. The only Predator I've watched more than Justin McFetridge is Lord Armstrong. So knowing that, I have to put him at the top. I get so much. He's giving me so much entertainment. Like, I hate him. I hate him so much. Was he row 3? Oh, did I pick the wrong row? Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. Justin McFetridge is S tier. He's got to be. I love him, but I hate him. He's great. Although his segment with Chris Hansen isn't as great, but I like it. I like him a lot. Thought she was wanting to be shaved down. Yeah, he's a classic, man. I have to put him there. I love to hate him. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. The KY everything. How many times have I watched his interrogation? I've watched so many people analyze his interrogation. I've watched it so much. I have to put him there. It'd be wrong not to. I wouldn't feel right anywhere else. Row 11, last row here. And I only have one option. So Ziegfeld Rivera is the only option in row 11 now. He is D tier. Not too much interesting about him. He chews on the hard brownie, but that's pretty much it. And he yells fuck. I mean, honestly, I don't get much entertainment out of him yelling fuck, but he's pretty interesting. He's not great compared to the others in New Jersey. Also, he's kind of towards the bottom in terms of my favorite in New Jersey. The Tri-Cities, yeah, the Tri-Cities. Bristol, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Hit them all from one end to the other, you know. Alright, next up here. Row 4 again here. We'll actually do somebody in row 4 this time. Let's go with, we have two obvious ones right here. But instead we'll go with Jaswinder Chema. Why not here? Drinks quality, $5. Thank you. All right, here we go. Yes. Okay. So, we want to make sure that she gets her vehicle back. Yeah. Fuck yeah. We'll go with Jaswinder Chema here. He's B tier. Father son again. Please don't Please don't put J Ref there in D tier. Is there anything that I can do, sir? I don't know. Maybe there's something you can do about it. No, I have a feeling J Rafter won't be D tier. He'll be up there, I think. But, yeah. Thank you, though. Again, you're very generous, father, son, doctor, patient. Yeah, but Jaswinder, he's B tier. I hate him a lot. Very professional. But he has a pretty good meltdown. I think I can't put him in A tier. I think B tier is where he belongs. Yeah, the tag-along's not in here. I guess we'll do... I don't know how we'll handle the tag-along. I guess we'll just include him with Sebastian Rodriguez. But I would like them to be separate, but they're not in this. But, yeah, we'll do that. I'm sure we'll get to them eventually here. Row 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, no one too great here in row 8, I must say. We'll do... Why not? We'll do Rabbi David K. This might be a little bit unpopular also. We can call Refner's mom to argue for him to be in B tier, in A tier. Yeah, we could do that. She'll come in with like a fucking binder full of notes about why he's the ultimate guy, you know? But we'll put David K. I'm debating A or B tier with David K. I like David K. But I don't know if I like him enough to put him A tier. B tier he goes. I like him. I do like him. But his, it's really, yeah, K got jail time. He did like 5 years in prison. He did more jail time too. He's gotten rearrested a couple of times, I think. But B tier, he's very good. He is very good, but I like B tier for him. You know I'm in trouble. I know I'm in trouble. Not interested in getting any further into trouble. And he does have a good meltdown. No, this is a tough one. I even knew going in that this was going to be a tough one to rank, was David K. I don't know. I could change this. I'm reserving the right to change these whenever I want, by the way. Might be A or B. It could change. I'm going to leave him in B tier for now. We'll see how things go. We'll check around here, okay? Alright, row 2. Let's go with... Ooh, got some good ones here in row 2. We'll go... Well, since I just said we'll check around here, okay, I guess I gotta go with Chuck Harding here. He's B tier also. That might be an unpopular one also. Don't seem very energized. Did you have your coffee? I did have my coffee, but that was a while ago now. That was like at 7. It's 10:30 now. I might need another helping of it. And it's really hot in here too. I would turn a fan on, but I think it would be I think it would mess up the audio. So, but anyways, Chuck Harding, B tier. Yeah, he's good, but you have to watch like a 10-minute long segment to get to the best part, which is him saying hand jobs, you know, that whole thing with hand jobs. But yeah, someone's found the book. It's on the Temple of TCAP if you look for it. Someone found it. But he's B tier. I don't really care for the first half of his interview, but the second half of his interview was really good. I think he's B tier. Again, I'm reserving the right to change these whenever I can. I could easily do that. I don't know though. We'll put them there for now. We'll see how things go at the end if I feel like I need to change that. Row 4 again. Okay, so oh shit. We'll do Jim Klein. I He's only in the house for like a minute and a half or something. C tier though. I love Jim Klein. I really do love Jim Klein. It's his phone call is great. The prank calls. I mean, I guess I really should only be ranking them on their actual appearances on TCAP, not post TCAP content. But Jim Klein still, even when he's in the house, is C tier. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, he's got the dad jeans on, tucked into his like brown polo shirt. Like, geez, fashion sense here. C tier Predator. C tier Predator. We're going to put him there. I really want to put him up here, but no, we'll put him C tier. Row 1. All right, here we go. Row 1. Let's do Charles Lawrence. He's D tier also. Actually, I'm going to put him E tier. Welcome to the club, E tier. You finally made an appearance here. The only funny thing about it is that he says, hang on, Moody Naji. The small donation is almost as big as a big one. Like, it's almost as big as like the big one. Thank you. Very generous. Thank you. Very generous, of course. Charles Lawrence is D tier though, or E tier actually. He's very decent. The only funny thing about him is when he says, or when they find the Seattle Bareback Boys. You know, when you walk out of the house as soon as Chris Hansen pops up, it's gonna push you down the rankings. So he's E tier. Yeah, Seattle Bareback Boys, and again, they kind of is interesting too. One thing, he's supposed to be so smart and well off, and he can't recognize the difference between 13 and 18. So that's kind of cool too. But yeah, E tier. I don't think there's much debate there. Row 3. All right, here we go. We got some good ones here in row 3. Let's go with Dwayne Chisholm, Loverman Genius. B tier. I like Loverman Genius. I think he's really good actually. The New Jersey thing is really good actually. It's really hard for me to rank my favorites in New Jersey. Dwayne Chisholm is he's B tier. Yeah, I think he's B tier. I'm just looking at all of them right now, of all the New Jersey Predators. So when do I get to see myself on TV? Yeah, he's B tier. I think he's B tier. Yeah. So when do I get to see myself on TV? You know, I like him. I like him a lot, actually. He seems very generous. He's also very generous. Like, it's kind of scary how generous he is, you know, with the decoy. But, about how nice he is. Compared to the usual band of weirdos that we get, you know. Yeah, he's like, you know, oh man, I'm going to have to find new work. I think you're going to have a couple other problems with it, Dwayne. Yeah. B tier. He's probably in between B and C tier. He's closer to C tier than I think he is to A tier. I could put him there eventually. I don't know. We'll see. Row 8 is up next. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, not the greatest ones here in row 8, but we'll go with. Let's see. We'll go with Raimundo. From Raimundo Anguiano from the Georgia Sting. He's D tier. Just kind of a throwaway Predator. Not a star by any means of the Georgia episode. What's up, Shin Squala? How are you today, brother? But yeah, Raimundo, the most notable thing about him for me is that he's actually really young. He's in like his mid-20s. And he calls it, but he doesn't look like it. D tier, and he's wearing the Family Guy shirt. He's wearing the Stewie shirt. Why are Enslaved Mistresses and Tennis Boy not together? Because I like Tennis Boy better. These are my opinions. I know that these are going to be a little bit unpopular in some instances, but they're my opinions. I like Tennis Boy better. Sorry. They are together vertically, though. They are together. I did that not on purpose, but they I like them like that. Alright, let's keep going here. Row 5. Rob Philpott says, great channel, Walls. You are a top tier TCAPper. Thank you. Very generous, of course. I love the graphic that's up there. Michael Walker. I love the graphic. Patterson again. Just to hear you say bump it up a dose. Just to okay, you want me to say that? Okay. Bump it up a dish. Did you douche him? I don't know if that was great. I don't know if I did that okay. I don't know if I did that justice or not. I hope I did. But thank you again. Jeez, very generous here. Always with the $1.69 too. Always with the $1.69. Where the hell was I? Row 5? Did we get that already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Getting all confused here. All right. We'll do. Ooh man, there's a lot of good options here in row 5. I'm debating. I might let the stream pick one here. You guys want one of these guys from row 5 here, starting with JAD to Kenneth Fortin here. You guys can pick one. I'll let you guys pick one here. It's very tough here. The first one I see is the one I'm going to do, so be quick. Jerry Griffith, is he in this one? He's not in this one. No, from this row, guys, row 5. Alright, Oquap. Someone said Oquap first, so I'm just going to say that that's a vote for John Adam Daniels. This is tough also. I quote him. He's probably among the Predators that I quote the most in my daily life. I say that all the time. Oquap. I say that all the time. B tier. I like his segment. I must say I do like his segment. Oh, crap. I say that all the time. So, yeah, he's got to be B tier. Gotta be B tier. Oh, crap. Am I gonna be a B? Yeah. Oh, rested. You guys think he's A tier? I don't think he's A tier. I want to review him eventually, though. Am I get A arrested? Maybe. He's B tier. I think he's B tier. Alright, let's keep going here. Row 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got not so many great ones here in row 8 again. My random number generator keeps giving me row 8. But we'll go with Watwood. Why not? I like Watwood, actually. Like, I said it in my review of him. He's my third favorite from the Kentucky Sting. So again, not very great here. I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion. B tier. It's going to be really unpopular when you guys see where I put Bald Beaver Hunter and Lurch. It's going to be really unpopular when you see that. That I put Watwood here in B tier. We haven't done Lorne yet. I'm doing these randomly. I'm not going in any particular order here. Lorne will be up there. Trust me. Yeah, he's only in the house for a while too, for a little bit too. He goes, I don't want to have a seat, and then he walks out. The decoy is great in that one too. Oh, well, it's not hooked up yet. We gotta hold it a little bit till later. And the fact that he held the bladder, he held his piss for that long. Gonna put him B tier. It's not a very. No one likes Watwood as much as I do, I think, but I like him. He's low key funny. All right, I guess a lot of people, maybe some other people, maybe there's some hidden value there with Watwood. Who knows? Let's keep going. Row 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're back here to row 5. All right, I got. A lot of people said they wanted to see John Donnelly. We'll do John Donnelly then. I think he's B tier. Yes, I think he's B tier. I love John Donnelly, though. Don't get me wrong. Again, it's a testament to how good that New Jersey episode is that John Donnelly ends up in B tier. If he showed up in fucking Petaluma, he'd be A tier for that sting anyway. John Donnelly's B tier, though. I'm going to be branded as a loser for the rest of my life. just considering where I have Ernest Timmons here in A tier, I have to put Donnelly. I can't put Donnelly on the same tier as Ernest Timmons. I can't do it. Now he's working as a real estate. So, yeah, so many guys in B tier. I know. I knew that was going to happen coming in. that I was going to have so many guys at the top here, not so many guys towards the bottom. Because I love all of these guys. Like, I really do. I mean, not all of them, but some of them are pretty good. A lot of them are really good. Why does everyone hate Petaluma? Well, there's not a lot of great predators in that one. A lot of generic predators. Alright, back to row 1 here. Okay, we'll do, from row 1, we'll start right here at the beginning. Alan Chernay, A tier. Love Alan Chernay. Yes, Alan Chernay is great. Everything about him is quotable, and his whole segment is only like 2 minutes long or something, but the whole thing is quotable. Yeah, he's got to be A tier. I do that line also all the time. I'm out of my mind. I just can't believe it. No, I do that one all the time too. How you doing? Terrible. You know, that's why I like him a lot. He's very quotable and everything. He's very quotable. And he's got back problems. Yeah, he's also got back problems. Oh, excuse me. All right, here we go again. Row 2. All right, row 2. Ooh, we got some good ones here in row 2. I just talked about this guy today. I recorded my video for him today. Maurice Wolin, A tier. I hate him though. I really do hate him, but he's A tier. Very entertaining segment. And yeah, he's got to be A tier, I think. You know, the smashing of the glasses, spilling of the drink, the klutz, everything that's kind of come out about him too. We've learned a lot about this guy. Just because he's stupid enough to have gone onto forums and defend himself. Oh man, if you have studied up on the Maurice Wolin post TCAP appearance stuff that he's gone through, you'll see why he's S tier. Just joined. What is S tier? S tier is top tier. I don't know exactly why it's called S tier, but that's just kind of how it is. Don't bring the girls. Yeah, didn't do anything. Didn't do by something stupid. A tier for sure. All right, back to row 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, okay, we got some good ones here on row 9. Oh man, a lot of good options here in row 9. I'll do Stephen Benoff. Stephen Benoff, A tier. He's up there. He's got to be up there. I love him. Why are HBP Preds on this? Because they're part of the fucking lore. They're part of the TCAP lore, you know. They have to be included in this, you know. But I will say, you're not going to see an HBP Predator probably in the top 2 here. You're not. None of them are as good, in my opinion, as the TCAP Predators, you know. But Stephen Benoff is A tier, in my opinion. Another guy that I've really come around to liking recently here, you know, 13, you know, crazy for the Nats, crazy for the Nads, also. Yeah, he's got to be A tier in my opinion. Oh, 23, I believe. Yeah, he's great in every way. You know, the only thing that really sets him back is that you don't see him get arrested. I would have loved to have seen this guy get arrested because you knew he would have been a dick about it. Father, son, doctor, patient again. Holy cow! I can tell you're a therapist. I had plans to just work this morning, but this has become the cleanest, best pleasure. Oh, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for your generosity, I guess. Yeah, very generous. But Brandon said he was 13. But he didn't. Oh my God, Moody Naji. Oh, very appropriate. 13? Oh, thank you. Very generous, very generous. No, he didn't. Yeah, I like him a lot. I like him a whole lot. Let's keep going here. I got number 9 again. Holy hell. What are the odds of that? So we got another good one here. Let's do Thomas Coffin. The Cowboy, one of the Cowboy Predators. One of the worst. Did I have him? I forgot in my ranking of the worst Predator fashion. Did I have him at number 1? I think I did. Yeah, I know I did, actually. Yeah, he's up there for sure at A tier. The Worker gift. Yeah, you like the Worker gift? I said this earlier, but I was really debating which one to put there. But I didn't want to go too cliche with it, with the Lorne O'Cod, something like that. I could have went with the Mowo. I was debating between that one and the Maurice Wolin Glasses Smash. And actually, I think if someone subscribes, I think I have one for that, and that's the Maurice Wolin Smashing graphic. I went with that one for when someone subscribes. But yes, Thomas Coffin, computer messed up, virus on it, crushed. So many quotable lines. He's A tier for sure. Alright, up next here, row 2. Okay, back to row 2. Ooh, good ones here. Good ones here all over. We'll go with someone. We'll go with shit. I don't know who I want to go with. We'll go with Daniel Polito. Why not? He's the next one I'm going to review on my own here. Katya Nicole again here. The 50-year-old decoy is an A-tier creep. Yeah. He'd be towards the bottom in terms of most effective decoys, but in terms of most memorable decoys, he'd be towards the top for sure. Thank you for your generosity again, Polito. I really want to put him S tier, but he's A tier. He's a guy that I really never was super into until kind of recently, although not super recently. But Polito is hilarious. Yeah, he's up there with the most funny Predators. He's probably in my top 10, I would say. It's gonna seem crazy. He's the next one that I want to review after Maurice Wolin, which I already recorded, but Polito will be after that. You can make the case. You can put him S tier, and I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be against you, but right now I'm going to put it in A tier. Again, I can change these whenever I want. We'll see when we get all of them ranked. We'll do another re-overview, and maybe we'll do it again. Oh, there you go. Fly Guy I-Fi. So there you go. Now you see the Molo. I thought I was the one with them smashing glasses. I guess not, though. I thought it was that one. Oh, you know what I just realized, too? I'm such an asshole. I got the walls graphic there on the bottom, right here. But you can't see it because it's white over here. Whoops, I didn't think that far ahead, I guess. I guess I'll put myself F tier. There you go. I can just get rid of it, but I want it there. Now I'll put it right there. That's fine. You can't really even see it. You guys can't even see it, right? But anyways. Yeah, Daniel Polito A tier. Let's keep going here. Row 4. Oh, great. Now we got this popping up now. All right. Row 4. We got some guys here. All right, let's get an obvious one out of the way here. JPW really should have his own tier here, but he's S tier. My favorite Predator, so I have to put him there in S tier. Yeah, he's my favorite. In case you guys didn't know that, not everyone might not know that. He's my favorite. S tier all the way. That's very, very obvious. The most obvious one all day. Alright, up next again, I got row 4 again. What is this sorcery, man? He is his own tier. He really needs his own tier. I could edit this. I'm not going to, but yep. He is S tier for sure. And next, again, number 4, might as well do another obvious one in Jeff Stacy. S tier as well. Yep. That's pretty obvious there as well. Everything about Jeff Stacy is great. His interview with Chris Hansen, his meltdown in the interrogation room. Everything about him is great. S tier for sure. All right, up next. Don't really vibe with JPW. Yeah, he's not for everybody. I will say that. He's not for everybody. But I love him. I personally love him. Can't get enough of it. All right, next up, row 2. All right, we're back to row 2. Good old row 2 again. We'll go with Dennis Coulson. This one's tough. This one is tough. I'm debating between B and C tier for Dennis Coulson. Debating about it. Put him C tier. My gut is telling me C tier. With Dennis Coulson. PK Akatora, $1.69. Father, son! Thank you. Very generous. Very generous. Yeah, but Dennis Coulson is C tier, I think. Scooby-Doo. The funny thing about him is that Chris Hansen actually calls him Scooby-Doo. That's just Chris Hansen having some fun with it by calling him Scooby-Doo. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of him, actually. He's funny. He is funny, but there are other funny guys. I mean, in terms of, I would rather probably watch all of these guys that are currently in B tier than Dennis Coulson. So that's probably why I'm putting him in C tier. Screw the RNG and do Jerry. Fine, we'll do Jerry Griffith. You're not going to like where I put Jerry Griffith. You sure you want me to do that? But the Christian inside me is telling me C tier. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But fine, we'll do Jerry Griffith. He's probably B tier. Yeah, you're not going to like that ranking. But we'll do that. We'll do Jerry Griffith in B tier. The most notable thing about him is the apple pie. And that's pretty much it. Patrick TCAP Ireland, thank you, brother. Jim Klein in C tier? I don't know what you're talking about. I would rather just make me something. I just have no motivation to write anymore. Thank you, Patrick TCAP Ireland. Yeah, Jim Klein is I love Jim Klein. I really do. But in terms of just ranking their appearance on TCAP, he's C tier. But yeah, Jerry Griffith is up there. Rod Philpott, again, you're the best TCAPper ever. Excuse me while I get a Coke. Thank you. Thank you, brother. But yeah, he's got him rattled. It says his name is 22. The apple pie. Yeah, I like Jerry Griffith, but B tier is, I think, the right place for him. In terms of all the other legends that are up here, I can't put him up there. So we'll keep him there. Row 8. All right, row 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, not the greatest options here in row 8. We'll go with, why not? We'll go with Stanimac 12 here, Stanley Kendall. Have I ranked any of my favorites? Yeah, we've ranked Alan Cherney, who's B tier. Or I put him in A tier. Stanley Kendall's B tier. Pretty good segment. Other than that, yeah, he's really good. Part of me that's Christian was going to talk him out of it. How you doing, Stanley? Doing good? That's pretty good. Yeah, he's good. I like Stanley. Although I'm open to changing that around if you want to. You like Stan as an A at least. He's a great teacher. Learned my lesson. Might bump him down to C tier, actually. Yeah, I'm going to bump him down to C tier. Just in terms of the other guys here, I think he's... Now we're at the point where I'm ranking them against what's already in B tier, and we have a lot of guys in B tier. So we're going to put him in C tier, I think. Yeah, I like that ranking, actually. Tough drive. All right, back to row 2. Back to the good guys in row 2. Let's do it with Dark Hero. Let's do Dark Hero. I love Dark Hero. A tier. The only guy that I really like from the Long Island sting is he's also got the pep in his step. Yeah, the first time in his life that he gets some pep into his step is when he sees Decoy Dan. And yeah, the Dark Hero is up there. And the only guy who really tells Chris Hansen to his face that he likes, and he thinks that, he tells Chris Hansen off with no doubt, with no hesitation, no doubt about it either. Dark Hero is always a good watch. I always enjoy watching him. He's A tier. Yeah, just getting my life in order is going to ruin my life. And of course, the interview that he did with Joey Jeremiah on Joey's TCAP channel is great. I think it's my personal favorite piece of post TCAP content. Is the Dark Hero interview. So I gotta put him in A tier. Yeah, Chris was scared of Dark Hero. If maybe because it was the first Sting too, Chris Hansen was kind of still getting into the feel of it, still getting into the swing of things. If he showed up in a different Sting, he would be more comfortable telling him off. But yeah, I like Dark Hero. Dark Hero is always a good watch for me. Row 1 was what popped up next. Okay, we got some good ones here. Someone just said do this kind of stinky Predator, which would be right here. C tier. Sorry, you might not like that ranking, but I always get this guy confused also with what his actual fucking name is. He's Chris Moore. I always get him confused with this guy right here, Sharky. Where the hell is he? Kevin Smith. Chris Moore, Kevin Smith, whatever the fuck his name is. This guy right here. I always get him confused with him in terms of what their name is. Kind of stinky actor, Moore. He's C tier. Kind of boring, actually. He might be D tier, actually. I'm going to put him D tier. Not super interesting, in my opinion. Alright, we'll continue along, though. Row 4. Row 4. Okay, the first one I saw when I went to row 4 here was Jesse Velez. Jesse Velez is one of my... I like him a lot, actually. B tier. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I think B tier is the right place for Jesse Velez. Yeah, I think that's the right spot for him. Of course, his segment features the Me, My Mommy, My Daddy, Decoy. What's with the row 4? I'm just going random number generator into doing which ones I want to do in a row. So which ones I want to do in terms of what row we're going to do. Just because it's more fun, I think, that way. Instead of just going alphabetically. Maybe not. But yeah, Jesse Velez is B tier, I think. But the thing that kind of turns me off of Jesse Velez is Chris Hansen is clearly not. It's clearly not with it. I don't know what it was with Jesse Velez. He just wasn't with it. You know, he didn't have it down. I don't know. I think it was the last day of the Sting. That's why Chris Hansen was just tired. Get home, get my paycheck. But yeah, Jesse Velez is goofy in a lot of ways, but he's also pretty dangerous. He does not still own the cell phone business. He didn't own it at the time with the Sting either. But what I like about Velez is that, what I really like about Velez is that he thinks he's off the hook and free to go, and the arrest is so shocking to him. That's why I like it a lot. Cologne was a lot better? You think so? I don't think so. But we'll keep going here. Row 8. Alright, row 8. Alright, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Row 8. Alright, let's do Tim Isaac. Tim Isaac is a good watch. I'm very conflicted on where I want to put him, though. A or B? I think A tier. I like Tim Isaac. I want to do him... Sorry about that. I like Tim Isaac, and I think I want to put him there. I want to do him eventually on his own also. Eventually, anyways. A tier for Tim Isaac. 15 can get me 20. Probably can, probably will. Super Mario, the doofy mustache. And his whole outfit in general is ridiculous. He's got the red shirt on with stains on it. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, pretty late. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, Dupay, the best of HVP by far. I agree with that. Tim Isaac's funny, goofy in every way. His face that he makes, I wasn't looking to do anything. That's pretty funny too. Yeah, he's up there. He's up there. He's A tier. I feel good about that ranking. Legit question. When Jerry was getting interrogated, why didn't Chris ever say, yeah, you're talking to a decoy? There is no Adriana. I don't know. Chris Hansen, he has a tough job having to come up with these questions, react to everything on the spot. He has a tough job. You can't get everything right, like that. If he's up there, Alonso better be A tier. Oh, he will be. Who's the guy whose back hurt? How's the guy whose back hurt above Marvin Lacan? I like Alan Chernay a lot. He's extremely quotable, and everything about him is hilarious, in my opinion. So I guess since I already let the cat out of the bag, Alonzo Hampton Wade, whoops, not there. He is A tier. Definitely A tier. We haven't had an F tier Predator, and I wonder who will be the Predator that gets into F tier. I'm really curious about that. Looking at this here, I think I know who it will be. Actually, he's old. Yeah, he's old. His back hurts. Yeah, Alonzo Wade's definitely A tier though. I love him. I quote his line all the time. Oh no, I don't do that. I quote that line all the time. So yeah, Tim Isaac and Alonzo in a fight. Yeah, that would be quite a match, I think. But no, the guy who I think is F tier, I don't even know this guy's name. He's F tier. I don't even know who this guy is. He was the guy from HVP who drove from Virginia or North Carolina or something. I don't even know his name though. He's completely irrelevant. I don't even really consider him a TCAP Predator. He's F tier by far. Does anyone here even know his name? I don't know his name. Let me look here. Is he Popovich? He might be. That would be my guess. Yeah, Popovich. Yeah, thank you, Khalil, for confirming me on that. McDonald's Predator. Yes, I did. He's right here in S tier. Michael Popovich. I don't know. Is that an unpopular opinion, Joey TCAP? Should I reconsider that? I don't know. Never interested me very much. Alright, here we go. Why is that guy in F tier? His excuses were brilliant. His eye got scratched when he was making coffee. No, that's this guy, Charles Lawrence, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a little bit confused. I don't know. But Popovich doesn't mean anything to me. Alright, let's continue here with row 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. Alright, we got some not so great ones here. We'll do William, what the fuck's this guy's name? Randall Walford, the oil drilling consultant. Yeah, he never talked to Chris. He's lowest tier. I agree. Randall Walford, oil drilling guy, D tier, I think. Pretty uninteresting, except for he says, what the fuck is it fucking, what does he say? Oh yeah, he asked me if I ever done it on a pool table. I said yes. That's the only good thing I do on a pool table. So he's D tier, I think. Yeah, the guy with the eye scratch was Lawrence. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. He's E tier. He's not too interesting. Where does Danny DeVito go on the list? Oh shit. He gets his own tier with JPW. Just him and Danny DeVito. Right there. There you go. No, just kidding. We'll leave that there. But yeah. Oil drilling consultant, D tier. Kind of uninteresting. Although, the one thing I do like about his segment is he says, what the fuck am I looking for? I was planning on sitting here until her mother came home, and I was going to tell her everything. And this guy reoffended. He got 15 years in prison. He's in prison today. So fuck him. back to row 1. Oh, generic white male. Yeah, you guys aren't gonna like where I put him either. Back to row 1. We'll go with Brian Gosselin. This might be an unpopular one also. B tier. I never really found seen all the hype about him. Doesn't have a last name. The wheelbarrow's in the way. That's the funniest thing about his segment is that he says the wheelbarrow's in the way. That's the funniest part about it. Yeah, Gosselin is B tier for me. That's not gonna be popular. Not gonna be popular. I have a feeling it's not gonna be popular. Let's see what the chat is saying. B makes sense, okay. I don't mind that. He never got convicted. No, he got away with it too. Yeah, so he's fuck him for that. He gives Chris attitude. Yeah, he gives Chris attitude. Like, he's like, oh man, I see I'm not wanted here. Like, fuck, of course you're not wanted here, dickhead. He's really obnoxious. Please do Dupay. Alright, fine, we'll do Dupay. Dupay's my favorite from HVP. I want to put him A tier, but at the same time, I don't think he's on the same level as these guys. I don't think he is. B tier. I have a feeling that in my opinion, the HVP guys aren't as great as any of the TCAP guys, like any of the best TCAP guys. I can't put him A tier. How can I look at John Dupay and say he's the same level of hilarity as Daniel Polito? He's not. B tier. Steelers and the Ravens. B tier, in my opinion. I would have never just walked in. He is good, but I don't think you're just showing bias for nostalgia. No way. I got into TCAP after all this crap. I never saw these live. I didn't even see HVP live when they came out. Father son again. Here's for coffee. Keep that pep in the step. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Very generous. Yeah, I'm not. It's not nostalgia. It's not. I can't put. I laughing when it comes to laugh out loud funny. He's not up there with the rest of these guys. That's my opinion. Sorry. Oh man, it's in. Check the description of the video. It says, "I'm sure my opinions will go over well." Yeah, yeah. B tier. I'm putting them there. All right, up next. But I will say, maybe he gets points for being the guy that kind of got me into TCAP. No HVP Predator should be A. I agree. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. He is the guy that got me kind of into TCAP, though. I will say he's the first guy that I ever saw. So maybe he gets a little bit of bonus points, but I feel good with him in B tier. Okay, so up next, row 6. 2, 4, 6. Oh, okay, we got a good one right here. Let's just go with Michael Reyes. He's interesting. He's a guy that I kind of discovered for the first time recently. Michael Reyes, though, is still C tier. He's decent, but he's not great. And compared to the other guys in that sting, he's not top tier, but he's pretty good. I think that's a fair ranking, putting him in C tier. Do you know Based Shaman? I don't know him personally, but I've seen his videos. Dupay is the best HVP Predator, though, so it's not going to be great. It's not a great bear for, what's his face, Jeff Sokol. Why is the Undertaker Predator not here? He's here. He's somewhere. I've seen him on here. Where is he? Is he not here? I could have sworn I saw him on this list. He's got to be here. Am I just missing him? Maybe he's not here. He should be here. I thought I saw him. I don't know. Alright, but let's keep going here. Alright, number 6. How long is the stream going? Well, we've been going for close to an hour and a half right now. I've got still so many guys to rank here. So it's probably going to go for a bit longer. I don't know. He's not there. Wow, is he not there? What the fuck? I could have sworn I saw him on this list. I mean, he's not very high up in my rankings anyway, but still, he should be there. Feels incomplete without him. But row 6. All right, 2, 4, 6. All right, got another one here in row 6. Let's go with Michael Wayrecker. He's S tier. I love Michael Wayrecker. Yeah, he's great. He's great. Yeah, Vincent is C tier at best anyway. I agree with that. I would probably put him D. But yeah, he's. But back to staying on topic here. Wayrecker definitely S tier. The Vampire Predator, Fat Joshua Homme, he's S tier. One of the best. The star of that segment, the star of that episode anyway, is Michael Wayrecker. He's S tier. Thomas Shim, you haven't ranked yet. We're gonna get there though. People do some things, man. Come on. People do some things, man. You guys don't like Dupay and B tier? Well, people do some things, man. He's S tier for sure though. All right, row 5. Back to row 5. All right, right here. Let's do. Yeah, we'll do Resident Smith here. Justin Smith. He's A tier. I love him so much. Yeah, he's definitely A tier. Definitely A tier. Is awesome. Took 21 minutes to get here. He's sobbing during his arrest. Jerome Chisholm, you mean Dwayne Chisholm? He is here. We ranked him B tier. He's right there. Yeah, he's A tier. I love his segment so much. It's so great. Everything about it. Haven't rated Lord and Savior yet. No, we haven't done it yet. We'll get to it eventually though. But yeah, Justin Smith is A tier for sure. I love his crying. His crying is really what pushes him over the top. A tier and David K is B tier. I was saying I could debate this. I could come back to that David K ranking. This poor dog must have taken the arrest hard. Yeah, I think so. All right, up next, row 9. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, we don't have 9 anymore. We're back down to this. All right, so we'll do this row instead. We'll do William. William Rowell. Jesus Christ, I forgot his fucking name for a second there. B tier. Love him a lot. He's only in the house for a split second, but I love it. You gotta take a shower. B tier. Which is probably unpopular. Not a lot of people would probably put him B tier, but I love him so much. William Rowell. He shuts the door with his forearm. Alright, up next, row 7. We might just start rapid firing here, guys. 2, 4, 6, 7. Alright, here we go. Not so many great guys in this one. We'll go with Shaka Khan right here. D tier, not too interesting. Not too interesting. The only thing notable about him is that he had the penis pump. It's a penis pump. That's it. D tier, I think, is solid for him. Right back now to row 8 was what popped up next. So we got Thomas Shin, Shinster 007. Let's do him. Thomas Shin. Where do I want to rank Thomas Shin? I think B tier. I think B tier for Thomas Shin. Yeah, I think that works out well because I got Palumbo in S, Timmons in A, and I think Shinster is my third favorite from that sting. So I think he's good there in B tier. Yeah, I like him a lot. He brought the strawberries, whipped cream. Pretty good one there for Shinster. Solid B tier. Definitely solid B tier. Alright, row 3 is what popped up next. Alright, let's go with Jeremy Todd West. I like Jeremy Todd West, actually. I think he's very underrated in this TCAP shit. C tier, though. I think he's probably the throwaway Predator of Kentucky for most people. He's probably most people's least favorite, either him or Watwood, and you can see where I have them ranked. I like Jeremy Todd West a lot. I want to review him eventually. I want to rank him eventually, review him eventually. He's really good, and this isn't good fortune, by the way, for John Wesley Elliott, bald beaver hunter. not the best signal of what's to come for John Wesley Elliott. But yeah, I like him. He's S tier. He's like, I want to go home tonight. You're not going home tonight, idiot. You're not going home for the next 5 years. Yeah, so he's there in C tier, though. I like him. Row 6, 2, 4, 6. All right, we got some good ones here. Let's do Don Cheech, Peter Sika. He's C tier, I think. He doesn't talk to Chris Hansen, but I'm gonna put him D tier. Actually, he's D tier. Doesn't talk to Chris Hansen. The decoy situation doesn't get him into the house. He's D tier. I like that for him. Peter Sika. Alright, continuing on here. 4, row 4. The Oompa-Loompa Predator. Yeah, that's a good nickname. Although they're not fat. Don Cheech. Yeah, that's Don Cheech. A lot of people think that that's his real name, Don Cheech, but no, it's Peter Sika. Alright, row 4. We got this guy right here. Let's go with this guy. What the fuck is his real name? Kaz. His name's Kaz. He's D tier as well. Although I do like him a little bit. No, he doesn't get tackled. Yeah, he is still alive. He doesn't look great. But yeah, he's up there. But yeah, this guy, Kaz Ikutsu, I think his name is. He's not terrible, but pretty underwhelming. If he didn't hit his head against the wall, you wouldn't even really remember this guy very much. I think D tier is solid for him. Alright, let's keep going here. His self KO is legendary, but he fakes it. He tries to milk it. The only reason he did that is to try to get out of it. He's like, oh, if I bang my head against the bar, I won't go to jail. Like, you can tell that that's just him trying to get out of it, you know. Alright, row 8 again. 2, 4, 6, 8. We only got 4 more guys here in row 8. Let's go with Babst. This is probably going to be unpopular too. Babst, I have him in B tier. I don't particularly like him. I don't think he's that interesting, actually. Sick son of a bitch. He's got a few great lines, obviously. But in terms of his whole uncut, not the biggest fan of it. My favorite thing about him, actually, my favorite thing about Babst is that he does the moonwalk into his arrest. If you've never seen that, it's only on the screen for like 1 or 2 seconds, but he goes and does the moonwalk. Yeah, no one is going to like this ranking. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not going to be popular. Babst is B tier is right for Babst. Babst is boring. He's executed to B tier. Yeah. That's about right. You know, when you want to just skip the formalities of a trial and get executed, you get executed to B tier. Cherry Squeak is S tier though. Yeah, I agree. Alright, row 6. Oh, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alright. Nathan Downhour. This is going to be an interesting one to rank here. Not the biggest fan of Downhour, actually. C tier. Sorry. That's not going to be a good one. That's not going to be a popular ranking, but Downhour. Yeah, just looking at the other guys in Ohio, I can't put him on the same level as some of the other guys in Ohio. Alonzo Wade, Jay Refner, Jeff Stacy, John France, Brinkman, Westerbeck, Tim Isaac. I can't put him there. He has to be at C tier. He has to be below most of those guys. The list dreamed up in your mind. Yep. Although I do like his interrogation a little bit. and his booking footage is pretty decent. Row 7. All right, so that would be right here, right? We'll go with Abhilash Bhaskaran. I like him. He's pretty good. B tier. I think that's pretty fair for him out there in B tier. Yeah, he's decent. What happens next? Now you go to jail for sex. I'm not coming. A great line, of course. Dupay is objectively A tier. Not in my opinion. I don't know. You can download this. You can go to this link and create your own tier list if you want. I stand by my ranking of Dupay. But yeah, Bhaskaran, solid B tier. Pretty good. Alright, up next, row 10. We don't have a row 10 anymore. I guess I should update that. Up next, row 4. We'll go with Bald Beaver Hunter. I guess we'll get this one out of the way. C tier. That's going to be unpopular too, I think. He is C tier. In my opinion. I think I would put him C tier. He's decent. He's good. I don't mind his segment, but I like the guys in B tier a lot more, and I can't put him on the same level as some of these guys. Like, you have to realize, I have Babst in B tier. So, I think that's an appropriate spot compared to what I have in B tier. I think he's good there. He's a lot. He's good, but I think C tier is where he belongs. Sent to an island. His interrogation is good. I agree, but his segment with Chris Hansen isn't great. He got sent to Sea Island. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I agree. I like this ranking. I think I like that ranking for him. Now, where do I rank him in terms of the Kentucky Predators? I don't know if I like him more than Jeremy Todd West or not. I can't say that right now. I have to watch them both back to back and make up my mind, I think. But one thing that is great, my favorite thing about his whole thing is when he goes into the interrogation room, he asks Catherine Reed, "Are you a counselor too?" No one you talked to was a counselor, you fucking idiots. Up next, row 1. Alright, let's do it. Corey Ahijah, B tier. I think that's a good ranking for him. He was probably higher up here at one point, but I like B tier for Corey Ahijah. I think that's a solid ranking for him. Howard Stanley and Downhour below Jesse Velez. I don't know. I like Velez. Velez is pretty good, in my opinion. I like his segment a lot. Yeah, Corey Ahijah's up there. I think B tier is a good place for Corey Ahijah. Yeah. All right, we'll keep going then. What is your taping rates? Yeah, I know. Seriously, I think he needs to sign a waiver before I can put him into this tier list. Oh man, give me 1 second, guys. Oh shit, father son again. Josiah Walker, aka Hot Cobra Guy from Long Beach, was the only one that I've seen actually hug the decoy. I think he would rank C tier. Yeah, I need to watch him again. I'm not too familiar with this segment. I need to watch him again though. Give me 1 second here, guys. Give me like 1 minute. I need to answer a text real quick. Give me 1 second, guy. Alright, we're back. Alright, let's keep going here. Row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's do this one right here. What's his face? Matt Cogburn. A disgrace to all people named Matt in the world is Matt Cogburn right here. The only real notable thing about his segment is that he says, "Be careful, keep your jeans in your jeans," and that makes it worth the rest of his segment. It makes it worth it. We're gonna upload this. Yeah, this will be up on the channel probably right after this. I don't know. I might edit it down just to get, because we were We were just chilling for a little bit before this, so I might need to cut that down. So once that gets processed, it'll come up. But yeah, Matt Cogburn, C tier. The only thing that really makes this segment worth it is, in my opinion, is that he says, "Be careful, keep your jeans in your jeans." That's your advice. So we'll do that. How do you donate? There's a link in the description. Don't feel like you have to. You don't have to do that. But yeah, if you want to, there's a link in the description. Yeah, this is Matt. His phone call's pretty good too. It's short, but I like it. Back to row 1. Oh shit. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Who we want to do? We are not ranking Chris Hansen. I'm not sure why he's in this. I'm not going to rank him. But yeah. We'll do Anthony Sorrentino, Italian Lover. Sounds like a meatball sub kind of thing. He's D tier. Not too interesting, although he keeps... I like that one thing he says, what are you going to talk about? Baseball, football. You know, it's kind of interesting on its own. We'll do that D tier with Sorrentino. I think that's where he belongs. Do Chris Hansen? Fine. We can maybe rank Chris Hansen last. I don't know. We'll maybe do Chris Hansen. Row 8, back to the last row. I don't think we have 8 rows anymore, do we? 2, 4, 6. We do not, so I need to get a different one in here. Row 6. All right, we'll do one of these guys here. We'll do Sebastian and Tag Along. Well, I guess we'll rank them. I guess we'll count this as Sebastian and the Tag Along. I think he's C tier. Not my favorite. This will be up on YouTube. Do I really know them all? I know there's a few in here that I'm not 100% sure on their names, but I recognize all their pictures, yes. But then some of the names get me confused a little bit. But yes, this is Sebastian Rodriguez and Tag Along. C tier I think is appropriate. Only the only reason why are because of the tag-along. Like, the tag-along is the star of it. Sebastian's not so super interesting. You could even make the case that they belong here in D tier, but I'll put them C tier for now. We can always come back to it if we want. 7, row 7 was what came up next. We'll do this guy, Thomas Campbell. See, this is one, I get his name confused with some of the other guys in Fort Myers. This is Thomas Campbell. Yeah, Thomas Campbell. The I don't mind helping Predator. The one that becomes a mentor. $10. Keep up the vids. Thank you, Chad Dixon. Jeez, very generous. Like, $1 is enough, guys. $1. But anyways, Thomas Campbell. I think he's decent. The I don't mind helping. He goes into... he has an asthma attack at the table with Chris Hansen. Sebastian and the tag-along sounds like a buddy comedy. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, Thomas Campbell, I don't know. I need to go back and rewatch it. I haven't watched him in a while. But I do like... I don't mind helping. It's a great line. We'll go with C tier for him. I think that's probably a good ranking. Let's keep going here. Row 4. Alright, row 4. Let's see. Who do we want to do in row 4? Lee Greer. We'll do Lee Greer. He's a top 5er in my book. S tier Predator. Lee Greer. Everything about him is great. Everything about him. He doesn't bring the sodas. He says, Sammy, I believe. I thought she was 18 or older. And his arrest is a fantastic... everything about Lee Greer is beautiful. And one thing I want to do... is I want to eventually redo the Lee Greer one and the Twin Toilet one that I did, because those are old. Those were the first two I think I did. Or no, I think Dan Allard was the second one I did. But I want to redo these two eventually because the mic quality wasn't as great. So I want to redo Lee Greer at some point as well. Lee Greer is beautiful. I love him. He's top 5 in my book. Yeah, and he praised Lord Armstrong. He's the first Lornographer. Oh, Lord. Yo, Lord. Alright. Row 2. Back to row 2. Alright. We'll do Tirolio. Whatever the hell his stupid name is. He's F tier. He's probably the only other F tier Predator here. He doesn't meet Chris Hansen. He doesn't even come into the house. He's F tier. We'll just get that one out of the way. Bing is now. D. Greer is top 5 for sure. The fries are cold. Thank you. Yeah, he is top 5. He's got. I don't know if anyone knows how much he's into the top 5, how close he is to the top 5 in a lot of people's books, but he's top 5 in my book. Very generous. Thank you, Bing is now. But yeah, Tirolio, however you pronounce it, F tier. Row 7. Here we go. The last row. Bottom row. Oh, Thomas Moffat. Let's do Thomas Moffat. D tier. Asshole. One of the biggest assholes on the show. Where's the Walgreens at? So demanding. It's a Saturday and I'm watching a guy rank sexual predators from 15 years ago. No better way to start your weekend, right? Yeah, Thomas Moffat, D tier. Nothing really too interesting about his segment, and he got away with it. Fuck him. Would you come here, please? This is Retarculous. Decoy says that kind of brings some life back into the segment, but not super great. Get your library card. Yeah, that fucking guy. Asshole. Hate him. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Predator. 4. Row 4. I'm getting heated up here as I do this. Alright, row 4. Who do we got here in row 4? We'll do Kenneth Brinkman. Why not? My voice is going, by the way. We still have so many guys to do here, and my voice is gone. My voice is fucking gone. But we power through it. I'm out of water, too, by the way. Brinkman is B tier, though. Interrogation is great. His segment with Chris Hansen isn't too great, though. But he's B tier. Oh boy, the stuff. Really what makes him great is the interrogator, you know. On his own, Jungle Mania is smug, arrogant, horrible. Trevor on YouTube had to donate for all the cleanest, best content you've been making. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. But what makes Brinkman stand out is the fucking interrogation, the interrogator specifically. Thank you. No, I don't do that. I want you again and again. Thank you so much. You're very generous. Oh no, I don't do that. I have a 15-year-old daughter myself. Yeah, but these are Brinkman's B tier though. I do like Brinkman. Why didn't you stop it? In terms of interrogations, A tier for sure, but overall his segment isn't so great with Chris Hansen. Row 7. All right, down to our final few here in row 7. We'll do Dow, the fucking finger indexer guy. What's his first name? William Dow? Finger indexer guy. C tier. I think he belongs there. Kind of appropriate that he's next to Thomas Campbell, two old fucks that are out of their fucking mind. Yeah, William Dow, finger indexer. That's pretty much the only notable thing about him is that he brought the finger indexer. And he demands to know who Chris Hansen's like, no, I need to know who you are. I need to know it right now. Shut up. You're so pushy. Go get some water. I don't want to take a break. Fuck that. Got it at an office supply store. Yeah, I have so many of these finger indexer things too, by the way. They actually are finger indexers, but what he was talking about was not a fucking finger indexer. He's full of shit. It's a pretty good line to pull out of your ass like that. I must admit. Texas Decoy, ew, I kind of like the Texas Decoy. I mean, she's a terrible decoy, but she's not ugly. Why can't I do a super chat? Channel's not monetized, and apparently you can't do super chats like that, so yeah. It's fine. It's cool. Next up, row 2. Who do we want to do here in row 2? We'll let the stream pick one here, guys. Out of these guys here in row 2, who do you guys want? I need to just kind of relax for a bit. I'm talking for like almost 2 hours straight. Let you guys pick one. first one I see is the one I'm doing. Eric Thornton, there you go. First one I saw was Eric Thornton. Eric Thornton, pretty good Predator. He's a guy I've had a new appreciation for recently. I think he's B tier though. I can't put him on the same level as guys like Thomas Coffin, Cherney, Hambubker. I can't do it. B tier is the right place for him. All right, we'll do another one. We'll do another one of those routes you guys pick coming up here. I'll do that again. Row 1. Okay, so who you guys like in row 1 right here? You guys pick one. We're in row 1 now, guys. Not Chris Hansen either. Let you guys pick one here in row 1. I know. Alright, you guys said Chris Urban was the first one I saw here. So here we go. Chris Urban. I think he's solid B tier too. I know a lot of guys like him. Conscious type person. He's a very conscious type person. I think he's B tier though. Yeah, he's not my favorite, but holy shit, my Siri went off again. That's pretty cool. Right when I said that, my Siri for some reason thought I was saying something to Siri, and then so what popped up was, oh, conscious type person, very conscious type person. That's pretty cool. Yes, Chris Urban, B tier Predator in my opinion. He's got the DEA hat on, which is ironic. I would have taken a shower. It's the first thing you do. Oh man, my voice is gone, boys. My voice is gone. B tier. Back to row 2. I mean, I'm getting my numbers and my letters mixed up now. But yes, we'll do Donald Morrison. This might be unpopular as well. I think he's B tier. Might be unpopular, but I think he is in that B tier group. He just comes off as a total creep. And I mean, he is a total creep, but he's gross. He's sweating. Not a great look. I mean, I don't know how the hell he thought that someone would want him. I mean, the last girl that he molested was a disabled girl. And maybe that's the only way that he could do that. But I think he's B tier. He's got some good lines, but this is not my favorite. I would rather watch all these guys in A tier over Donald Morrison. Alright, row 3. Alright, we're back here to Lurch. Let's do Lurch. Lurch, I think, is he on the same level as Bald Beaver Hunter? I don't think so. I'm going to put him D tier. Yeah, I think that's the right place for him, is D tier. He's not super great. The thing that I like the most about his segment is that he goes and says, what the fuck? He says, have a fun time. That's the really funny thing about his segment, in my opinion. I haven't made it through his whole interrogation yet. Maybe once I do that, he'll belong there. He'll move up. But just on his segment with Chris Hansen, he's D tier in my opinion. It's a question! Is there any reason you came to my suggested videos tonight? Where your legs spread and I'll blank you right away. Thank you. Very generous. It's a question! But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess Lurch is my least favorite of the Kentucky 7. We only have one more of the Kentucky 7 to rank, unless you count Jim Rouch, which I don't count him as one of the Kentucky 7. But we only have one more of them to rank. We'll get to it eventually. I wasn't intentional to rank Lorne as the last one. It wasn't intentional, but yeah. Did we do Jeff Stacy yet? We did. It's right here. S tier. Row 2. All right, row 2. What popped up? We'll do Twin Toilet. Twin Toilet, in my opinion, A tier. And it's kind of unpopular to have Twin Toilet so high, But I like Twink Toilet. Of course, the first Predator that I did a review of was Twink Toilet. So he's got to have a soft spot in my heart. And, you know, his 2-minute long segment is full of hilarity. The way he gets dragged, so why'd you lock the door? The way he gets dragged by the police, the interrogation footage that we do get, he's A tier. Twink Toilet. Edward Hollingsworth the 5th. Best friend's mom dying of cancer, water sports. Yeah, he's great. Twink Toilet. You think he's S tier or Donald Black? You think he's S tier? I can't quite put him S tier. I think A tier is the right place for him. Yeah, his tweets. I gotta get back into doing those. I've taken a little break from doing those. I gotta get back into doing those though. All right, row 4. Here we go. Oh, okay, row 4. Okay, so we got some here. We'll do Kevin Molester Beck. I think he's B tier as well. He's good. He is good, but I have to rank him against the others in Ohio, including Wade and Tim Isaac. I think he's below those guys. B tier is solid for it. BOIS, yeah, how the hell did I even forget to mention the Dirty Boys, BOIS? Walgreens Predator is right here, actually. Right here. D tier. Yeah, Molester Beck is B tier, though. Just BS talk. That is one of my favorite lines, though, is just BS talk. I do love that line a lot. Okay. Up next, we got row 4 again popped up here. Okay, so we'll do... Oh, no, I saved this guy. I forgot about this guy. Fucking Michael Patterson. He's D tier. He's my least favorite from Kentucky, honestly. Yeah, he got tased. He screamed like a bitch, but I'm not so big on it. Michael Patterson is my least favorite from Kentucky. That's probably an unpopular opinion, but that's my opinion. I never really watch his segment that much. It's not great. Yeah, the fake lieutenant. He's boring. Yeah, his interview with Chris Hansen isn't great. The only reason why... It really annoys me that he's the last one that they show in the episode. Because they only show him last because he got fucking tased, not because he's super entertaining. You know? Alright, row 2. Back to row 2. We'll do this guy, Eddie and NYC. I think it's only him and Dark Hero are the only two from Long Island that made this cut. I don't really care for Eddie and NYC. D tier. He's not great. Michael Patterson? No, Michael Weary. That's pretty funny. Alright, keep going here. Row 4. Back to row 4. Alright, we did all the other Kentucky guys. I guess we should just do them. Lorne Lynn Armstrong. I was debating where I wanted to put Lorne. I could have put him A tier, but I have to put him S tier. I have to do it. So much entertainment I've gotten out of Lorne. It's not even about post-TCAP stuff with Lorne. It's about... I'm a Lorne purist. I only like the Lorne TCAP stuff. The phone calls, the chat log, the interview with Chris Hansen, the interrogation. I love them all, though. I do love them all. I'm not a fan. I really, despite all of the Lorne guys, the Codfishers, everything like that, I wanted to put him A tier. But if we're just ranking it on TCAP stuff, I have to put Lorne in S tier. I have to. I love his segments. I love everything about it. I've watched him the most. It has to be S tier. It's kind of... I feel kind of dirty about it, though, I must say. Because he's not my favorite, though. I want to make that clear. He's not my favorite. But there it is. It's done. We got it done. The last one here. He might be the last S tier guy, actually. But yeah, okay. So up next, Lorne 3. Or, yeah, Lorne 3. Row 3. Let's do this guy. I get this guy's name confused also. He's not E tier. I'm just putting him there for now. Thing is now, oh, finally, my Lord and Savior. Oh, God, my precious. Thank you. Very generous yet again. He's not E tier. I'm putting him here right now. I can't remember this guy's name off. I get his name confused all the time. Oh, shit, another one here. I just think there's a lot of pretension online. $1. Thank you very much. Very generous. I might have read those out of order there. I apologize if I did. Jeff Couture, thank you. I always get him confused. I always get his name confused with some of the other guys. I like him a lot, actually. I want to review him separately. I have him B tier. He's like, I fully expected for this to be a sting. Like, oh yeah, sure you did. Sure you did. I believe you 100%. He is underrated. Definitely underrated. I agree. Definitely an underrated Predator. Alright, up next, we got row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last row, we'll do Stephen Coates. C tier. Not the biggest fan of his segment, and he's an asshole. C tier is, I think, about right for him. He's going up against a lot of good Predators in Riverside, so that's why I'm putting him C tier. I think that's the right spot for him. Although I wouldn't mind putting him in D tier either, but C tier I think is good. Thought Crime, big hit Thought Crime. Yeah, we'll put him there. No, I never said anything about vaginal sex. Creep, too. Just a complete creep. Alright. Back to row 4. We're going back to row 4. We'll do father-son, doctor-patient again. Eric Thornton appeared for a second on that Florida pedophile trailer park community documentary. I don't think that that's true. I don't know, though, that it's not true. It sounds like something that's not true, but I'm not certain that it's not true. Sean Dixon, thank you. I'm going to the beach. Alright, we'll do him then. Fucking Michael Willis. Get ready to be offended, everybody. Get ready to be offended. B tier. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it, but I have to put him B tier. It's partially because he's overplayed, but partially because he's only in the house. His segment is only 2 minutes long, and it's not so great. I don't know. What you may know, thank you, you don't know what I know. Alright, you know what? I'm going to put him A tier. Fine. I'll put him A tier. A tier. There you go. Save your outrage. I think A tier is the right spot for him. A good starter Predator, a good introductory Predator, but I think A tier is good. I think A tier is good. I was trolling you guys a little bit and putting him B tier. A tier, fine. I can live with him in A tier. I think he just deserves. I think A tier is fine. I could live with him putting him in B tier though. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think we have many A tier, B, and S tier guys left. If we have any S tier guys left at all, a lot of these guys are not. We might be able to rapid fire a few of these guys coming up. I'll let the stream pick here. Who do you guys want? Open season. Anybody that's left here. You guys, open floor. Need to stretch a little bit. I've been sitting for too long. Oh, jeez. Oh. Who do you guys want to see next? Gentile? Gentile was the first one I saw. Okay, we'll do Gentile Sokol next. Okay, we'll do Gentile and Sokol next. Where the hell is Gentile? I don't even see him here. Where the hell is he? I know he's here. I can't find him, though. Where the hell is he? Ah, freaking out. Freaking out. I can't find him. Where the hell is he? Michael. Where's Michael? Michael Manzi. Michael Gentile. There he is. Jesus Christ. D tier. Not interesting. He doesn't talk to Chris Hansen. Not very interesting. In fact, I might put him E. I'm going to put him E tier. There you go. E tier for Michael Gentile. Sorry. He's E tier. Michael Gentile. I don't know. I don't see the attraction. I don't see the appeal about Michael Gentile. Where's Jeff Sokol? We're going to do Jeff Sokol right now. Where is now? I just gotta find him again. Where the fuck is he? There he is, Jeff Sokol. So you know how I mentioned that Dupay is my favorite from HVP. I said that there is no Predator from HVP that, in my opinion, is better or is at top level. Sokol's B tier, and he's on the same level as Dupay, same level as Jesse Velez. I think B tier is good. If he didn't eat pizza, would you guys even care about him? I don't think anyone would really care about him if he didn't eat pizza. He's not my favorite from HVP. So that's why we're going to do that. B tier for Jeff Sokol. And just to top it off, I think we only have one more to do. Yeah, we only have one more HVP guy to do. Unless I'm missing one. So just to top it off, we'll go with... Yeah, Ambrosio's not here, I guess. Well, just pretend that Ambrosio is here. He would be D tier. Manzi is C tier. And there you go, that's it. Those are the HVP Predators anyway. Again, pretend that Ambrosio is here. He's in D tier. Manzi C, the most interesting thing about them, he has a good meltdown, and he looks like an egg, which is pretty cool. That's pretty much it. That's not super interesting. He doesn't say anything sexual. He fuck him. He was sly. He knew what he was doing. Hate him. I hate him. Where is James Rutherford? Yeah, is Rutherford not here either? I don't think he is. I don't like Rutherford, though, so you can pretend that he's in D tier also. I don't like Rutherford. I think he's very overrated. Yeah. Alright, row 3. Back to it here. Row 3, we'll do Jerry Wayne. Jerry Wayne Martin Kosas. He's A tier. I think he's probably closer to B tier than he is to S tier, but I like him. He's A tier. I think that's good. If these other Predators weren't doing anything goofy, would you remember them? That's a decent point, I guess, but the only reason why Sokol gets a lot of attention is because of the pizza. Which, who cares, you know? It's not even good. It's not even good looking. But yes, Jerry Wayne, A tier, I can live with him there. What do you guys think of that ranking? I think that's about right for him. Well, way. Alright, back here we got row 3 again, popped up. So we'll do, who should we do here in row 3? Keith Williams, unlike Martin, Jerry Wayne, is closer to S tier than he is to B tier, but I'm putting him in A tier. I think that's a good spot for him. Wallace might be among these pictures. Maybe actually. I'm actually this guy right here with the bloody face. I'm this guy. That's what I look like. I just have a scar on my face the entire time. But yes, Keith Williams, A tier. He's great. I love him. He could be top 10 for me. Although I'm not sure. Do I have 10 here? 3, 6, 9. So no, he's not S tier, but he is A tier, I think. He was just bored, guys. He was just bored. Bored. I need to review him eventually also. I got row 3 again. Jesus Christ, 3 in a row. Where's Alonzo Hampton Wade? Right here, A tier. Kostas is not only interesting because of how he looks, he is, he's an idiot at the same time. He's creepy. Okay, back to row 3. We'll do, from row 3, we'll do this guy, Matty Nash. Pretty throwaway Predator. He, what's it called? He, doesn't talk to Chris Hansen, but when he sees Chris Hansen, he kind of freaks out and goes, "No! No!" D tier, though. I think that's a solid place for him to be. I think that's a solid place for him. Did you bring your drums with you? That's a stupid line from Chris Hansen, but fine. D tier for him. Where's Satinder? Is Satinder not here either? It does not look like... Yeah, this is missing a few. I didn't notice that this was missing a few. But that's fine. Father, son again. I used to have recurring nightmares, and I found you, Fast Eddie, and Isaiah TCAP, and now sleep like a baby. Wow, that's quite a... Is that the prescription? You know. Thank you again, though, Father, son. Trevor on YouTube again. Geez, $5. Thank you. Very generous. I love all your videos. Keep making the cleanest, best content here on YouTube. Thank you. I'll try to do that for you. Very generous. Jesus Christ, you guys are so generous. But yes, Fast Eddie, Isaiah TCAP. Everyone's so great here. Meet Rocket Genius. What is the biggest TCAP mystery you'd want to solve? Oh shit, I don't know. Well, I did the Maurice Woolen one. I recorded that earlier today. One of the big unsolved mysteries, in my opinion, is what was the other end of his phone call to his wife. Like, that's an unsolved mystery. I'd like to know that one. Yeah, I'd like to know that answer for sure. Yeah, I would say so. You missed it. I didn't really miss them. Someone made this for me. Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought everyone was here that needed to be here, but I guess not. So Tinder thinned. I'd probably put B tier. Some of the two Indians, Polkit and the other guy, I forgot his name, would probably be B, C or D tier, and Ambrosio would be D tier. So that's where I would put them. Alright, up next here, back to row number 1. Not really with so many great guys. David Shoemaker, a lot of guys have wanted to see Shoemaker. I've seen that one a lot. B tier for Shoemaker. I think it's a good one. There you go, you're efficient. There you go, you get David Shoemaker. I don't know, I could put him A tier. I'm not sure. Do I like him more than I like most of these guys here in A tier? I don't think so. I think B tier is the right place for him. Rolando E tier, in your opinion. Wow, that's a quite an opinion there. I'd like to know why you think that. What about the guy who killed himself, Louis Conrad? I don't know. He's probably F tier, since he's kind of part of the reason why the show got canceled. Most of the reason why the show got canceled. But yeah, I think Shoemaker is B tier for me. I think that's the right spot for him. Yeah, I just like these other guys in A tier too much to put him on that same level. Honestly, it's kind of the same thing with Michael Willis. I kind of push Michael Willis down. It's because he's kind of overplayed. But, I mean, you could say that about, a couple of these guys that are up here. That's not the reason. Got row 1 again. Okay. We'll do this guy, David Demers. I like David Demers. He's the guy who's bigger than... Did it look bigger than Stevens? I think he's B tier. Solid B tier. Solid in that B tier group. He says, "Gentlemen, have a good night." I've said that line in public to people, Like when I was at the bar, back when you could still go to bars, I would say that to the bartender at the end. "Gentlemen, have a good night." and just walk away cracking up to myself. David Demers B tier. I like that segment. Just kind of overwhelming and no replay value for Rolando Resticruz. Ooh, that's a hot take. I don't know. That's a hot take. But yes, David Demers, he's a solid Predator. I like that there. I just wear the condom. Thank you. Mama's boy Refner F tier. Yeah, he's. It's not ranking my least favorite Predators though. You know, it's the Predators that I hate the most because I have Dustin McFetridge up here, who, if you recall, was number 2 in my list of the Predators that I hate the most. But I have him in S tier. So I don't know, but I don't like Refner's segment that much. He'll be somewhere kind of in the middle, I think. Row 3. All right, row 3. We got in row 3. Let's go with Chris Weaver, Kevin Smith. Decent Predator. He was just horny and whoa. I like him. I think he's C tier though. Again, he tries to say He tries to say his fake name is Kevin Smith, which is interesting. Yeah, the Death Predator's not here either. Hey, Pepe's not here either. It looks like. Yeah, that's interesting. I forgot about him. Yeah, he's not here either. But yes, Sharky's Finn, Kevin Smith, Chris Weaver, whatever the hell his stupid name is, we'll do that. The Asian that face planted, right here. He's D tier for me. Row 7. Are we still at 7 rows? We are not. We are only at 5 rows. So we'll do one from the last row here. We'll do Scott Smith. I like Scott Smith. I don't think he was a great one though. I think he's solid C tier as well. Yeah, he's not bad. He's not great though. I think it's appropriate to have him next to Kevin Smith like that. Chris Weaver, Kevin Smith. I think that's a good place for him. All right, up next, number 3, row 3. Let's get a couple of these out of the way here. Joe Wonderler. This might be a unpopular opinion. C tier. Not a fan of his segment. Not a fan of it. He comes in and he says, "Where's the dog?" He's got a nervous reaction. He's got a nervous tick. Not the biggest fan of his segment. Honestly, I could put him D tier. Actually, that's what I am going to do. I am going to put him in D tier. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of him. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Joe Wonderler. That's probably an unpopular opinion. Cocaine Predator? Where is he? Joseph Myrick, right here. Joseph Myrick. I love Joseph Myrick. He's definitely B tier. He's pretty closer to A than he is to C, but I think I have to put him in the B tier. He's pretty good. The Cocaine Predator, of course, he's talking a mile a minute. I have him. He's one of the ones that I want to do in the near future here. Joseph Myrick, yeah, the truck driver. Where am I going to put Jay Refner? Let's see. We can do Jay Refner right now. Where the hell is he? I just gotta find him. There he is. This fucking guy right here. I'll put him in C tier. His segment... yeah, I'll put him... Yeah, I'll put him C tier. Because he annoys me too much, but I do like seeing him get what he deserves. I think C tier is an appropriate place for him. Yeah, I like that. I like that ranking for him. Do the Academic Predator. I gotta find him. Where is he? There he is. I like him. I like this guy a lot. Very goofy. B tier. I think that's a good spot for him as well. This is the first time. I have nothing to lie. No, he doesn't say that. What does he say? He says, this is my first time. I have school tomorrow or something like that, you know. He's pretty good. I like the academic guy. Inderjeet Singh. I like him. Alright, row 6. We don't have a row 6 anymore, so I'll go to row 5. I'm too lazy to update my fucking random number generator right now. I'll do this guy. I saw someone say Victor Wells. The Idiot Predator. I think he's C tier as well. Yeah, he's kind of hit or miss for me. Sometimes I've laughed at him, sometimes I haven't laughed at him. I like the way Chris Hansen yells at him. You know, what, you think I'm stupid here? Or something, what does he say? Something like that. Where's your get your library card? Right here. Can't quite see it. It's not a great picture because he doesn't come into the house, so it kind of looks like that. But yeah, he's D tier. Victor Wells, though, I think is C tier. I don't mind putting him there. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna enter answer a text really quick. Kinky Man and Coronavirus. Can you please do the Resta Cruise? Oh God. Please, sir. Does he say? Oh, no. Oh, you want me to do the voice. Okay, I was confused there for a second. So Resta Cruise, the cameras come out. Chris Hansen goes, I'm Chris Hansen. And he pauses, and Ron goes, oh my God. And it says, sir, please. Yeah, I fucking love that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Resta Cruz, man. He's. I have him here in S tier. He's there. He believes that. He deserves that. All right, row 7. I don't have a row 7 again, so we'll go with another one here in the bottom. I forgot this guy's name too. I get a couple of these guys' names mixed up. This is the guy from Flagler. Someone help me out. Is he William Roach? This is William Roach. Is this William Roach? Can you guys let me know? I'm pretty sure this is William Roach. Yeah, Chirino's not in here either, too. He doesn't have a segment with Chris Hansen, but that's probably why. This is William Roach, I believe, and I'm going to put him in D tier. He doesn't do much. He's not super entertaining, but I like his I didn't do anything yet. That's pretty good. It's probably the thing that saves his segment. He'd be pretty forgettable without that. Was I right though? Is this William Roach? Yes, it is William Roach. Thank you. I just got here. Where's Lord Rank? He is right here, in S tier. In my opinion, anyway. I wanted to put him here, but I put him in S tier. I had to go get a haircut, and I come back and we're still going. Oh yeah, we still got a good amount of guys to go here. All right, we're gonna go rapid fire here, guys. My voice is gone, and starving. We're gonna go rapid fire here. Well, most of the notable guys are gone anyway, so we'll just do that. Okay, so we'll go in. Hang on, let me update my fucking thing here really quick. All right, row 4. We'll go with Robert Graver, the guy who cries. I hope I don't go to jail. I like his segment, but in terms of other New Jersey Predators, he falls down the list. C tier, I think that's appropriate for him. Or actually, yeah, C tier is the right spot for him. S tier is just top tier. I don't know why it's S tier, but it's the top tier. I don't know why it is like that. Yeah. But yeah, this guy, Robert Graver, is pretty good. A tier crier. Yes, he is an A tier crier. The guys. Jesse Velez. Jesse Velez is right here in B tier. Asian guy, second row. You want to see the Asian guy in the second row? Oh, the Korean guy. Pike. Is his name Pike? Not my favorite. D tier. D tier. I don't think his segment is that entertaining, really. Yeah, I think he belongs there in D tier. Row 5. All right, we'll just finish off row 5. Todd Spikes. I never thought much about Todd Spikes. I never really saw the appeal about Todd Spikes. D tier. And to finish it off, we'll finish off row 5 with Todd Spikes. Yeah, he left the country. He might have got coronavirus. Or technically any of these guys might have gotten coronavirus, but I'm just saying, he was in Korea. where it all got started, really. Todd Spikes, or, fucking hell. Did I get their names backwards? This is Todd Spikes. This is the other Todd, right? Todd West. No. Todd Lewis. I got these guys both named Todd. I got them mixed up. Both are D tier. I never really cared for their segments. Alright, we'll keep going here. We're down to 4 rows of guys now. Guys. There's so many with ugly polos. Which one? I think we mean Gerald White. Yeah, he's probably the last notable guy that I've forgotten about here. We'll just do him. He's A tier, though. I love him very much. Gerald White, yeah. I mean, there's not much debate that he's upper tier. Is what's his face? Gerald White. The Boots Predator, yeah. No! Oh shit, he's great. His arrest is great. Alright, row 2. Let's see who we got here in row 2. Eugene Daly. He's pretty good. B tier Predator, I'd say. Not the star of New Jersey, but a pretty good one in New Jersey. I think he belongs there in B tier. Wear them 24 hours a day. Yeah, he wants to take her boot shopping. John DePay is in B tier. There he is. They out in the car. Yeah, Eugene Daly's pretty good though. B tier for sure, I'd say. Is this your father? Yeah, he's pretty good. Hold you, kiss you, touch you. Yeah, he's really good. I want to do one on him. I want to do one on so many of these guys, but I just need to get the time for it. Yeah, I like Eugene Daly, though, a lot. Yeah, Rutherford's not in this one. I don't know why he didn't make the cut here. I didn't make this. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's not there. He'd be D tier, though, just to let you guys know. Not a fan of him. Alright, row 4. Row number 4. Let's do it. Richard Brault. A lot of people have wanted me to do Richard Brault. Again, another unpopular opinion. I even went back and watched this one in preparation for this, just to see if I still liked it, or if I still hated it. I did. D tier. Don't like Richard Brault. You'll notice a common theme is that I don't like the guys who just sit there crying for that long. That's why Stephen Buchanan's here. Ambrosio would be in this tier. And that's a big reason why Richard Brault is in this tier. I'm not a fan of the criers too much. Yeah, so that's probably a disappointing ranking, I know, but I don't like Richard Brault. Yeah, Epstein is S tier. Yeah, him and Harvey Weinstein, they're in their own tier up there. Alright, row 2. We are here. Let's do this guy. Eric R. Rubalcaba, however the hell you pronounce it. Sunset Liquid. Mr. Fantasious. Underrated Predator. C tier. I like him. Rolando isn't just S tier because of the crying, it's because of everything else. The crying is just the cherry on top. But yes, Rubalcaba, Sunset Liquid, S tier, underrated Predator. I like him. He's very full of himself too. I want to do one on him eventually also. Alright, let's go down to row 4. Rob Klein. I'm not a fan of Rob Klein too much. D tier he goes. The only thing about him is that he says negative a lot. He says it in the interrogation. He says negative, and he says to the what's it called? He says it to the interrogators. He says to the interrogator, I might have some bestiality pouring on my computer. Like, geez, thanks. Alright, back to row 1. Alright, we're at the top guys here in row 1. Christopher Cannon, I guess, is the last. Or we have Corey Edgar here, too. Christopher Cannon, C tier. Doesn't talk to Chris Hansen, just testing it. Not super interesting, but entertaining on its own, right? Like, I prefer him to the guys that are down here in D tier. I think C tier is the right place for him. Just graduated from high school today. Well, geez, congrats. But geez, hopefully, I would hope you would be doing something a little bit more interesting than this. Let's see, we got Corey Edgar here. Rick's Talented Tongue. He's B tier. He's definitely up there. Yeah, he blamed his brother on it. Yeah, Edgar's B tier. I think that's about where he belongs. I mean, you could make the argument for A tier. I'll put him in B tier though. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. I don't know what the fuck it is. Give me a minute. I don't know what the fuck that is. Something in my mouth. Something in my mouth. It's really annoying me. Alright, whatever. Edgar though, B tier. He belongs there. Gone fishing Predator. Is it bad that we think this is our Saturday? Oh man, yeah, I mean I wasn't expecting this to be 2.5 hours long. This is probably gonna be 3 hours long at the time at the rate I'm going. Row 3 is what we got here. Michael Lebrano. Let's do Michael Lebrano. This is probably underrated, jeez, I can't even talk anymore. This is probably a unpopular opinion. There we go. C tier for Michael Lebrano. The only thing notable about him is that he says, "Oh, did you dose him?" And he's got the lisp. The lisp is what makes this segment kind of interesting. But when I have to rank him against, the guys that are in B tier, I prefer Michael Lebrano to the guys in B tier to the ones that are in C tier. Yeah, Lebrano. Don't be so self-deprecating about your body of work, depreciating about your body of work. You're intrinsically hilarious at doing God's work. Well, thank you, Kyle. An OG Kyle Tolton is back from the old days where we were getting like a couple hundred views on these videos. Jeez, I can't even talk. Vincent Nicatra. Oh God, I haven't heard that name in a while. Fuck that guy. Right, row 2. Let's do Adam France or John France. I always say Adam France. I don't know why. He's probably D tier if I'm being honest. The only thing I really like about his segment is that his phone call, which isn't really even a part of his segment. I think he's D tier. Not great. What's up, Walls? What's up? You can have the pizza. I haven't done him yet. This guy right here, Greg Stewart, Who's Your Daddy, NJ. It's kind of forgettable to me. I'm not a super big fan of his segment. I haven't watched his segment in a while, so I might need to just get a refresher on it to get a full ranking about it. Yeah, have Shex. That's the only thing about his segment that I like is his phone call. But we'll put Stewart in C tier. Why not? The Fez guy with the boots. Yes, he's right here in A tier. Yeah, you can't see the whole list anymore, which is annoying. Yeah, the mail carrier. Yeah, we did the mail carrier. Eugene Daly's right there. B tier. Oh, you know what I could do? I don't know. If this looks good, if you guys want to see the whole list, I could zoom out. Might have to zoom out pretty far. I don't know if is that better or worse. I don't know. I can't quite see it so well, so I'm just going to go back to 100%, if that's okay. Self-defecating. Where's Can I See My Son? Oh, you guys want to see Clifford Wallach? I think this is him. I can't tell from the picture. I'm pretty sure this is him. Clifford Wallach. He's D tier. He sucks. Asshole. He's horrible. I don't like him. Marvin, I put Marvin in B tier, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's right here. He's one of the first ones that we did. I put him in B tier. Yeah, Clifford Wallach is D tier. I'm gonna put him E tier. We need to get more people into E tier, so I'll put him there. Jeff Sokol's B tier, he's right there. Yeah, that's Wallach. That's what I thought. I couldn't tell though. I can't feel my hands, please. Fuck you. I'm just gonna take somebody to lunch. Row 1. Oh, this guy I like. I like this guy a lot. Frank Sierras, the guy that they met in the park. I do like his. I do like his segment also. He's B tier. Um, yeah, he's pretty good. Alright, let's keep going here. Row 4, down to the last two in row 4, so we'll just finish them off side by side here. Bodner, don't care for Bodner's segment really. The only thing interesting about him is that he gets tackled, and that he, about the guy, is that he gets tackled and he breaks his arm and he breaks his, he gets the trail of blood on him. It's really the only thing notable about his segment. He doesn't talk to Chris Hansen, so fuck him. The last guy here, Timothy Knowles. I don't hate his segment. It's not great. D tier as well. Yeah, I think that's where he belongs. You should do your decoy tier list. Yeah, I could do that. I'm sure. Oh no, it's not too few for a vid. I could stretch that out. I'm sure I could stretch that out. Alright, you guys want to see Aladdin? Where the fuck is he? Is he here? I don't see him anywhere. Am I missing him? Oh no, here he is. I thought these were in alphabetical order. He should be up here, but no, he's not. Okay, so Aladdin, he passes out. He fakes fainting on the floor. C tier. That's where he belongs. I'm not super... Oh, no. What's notable about him is that Chris Hansen calls somebody and his phone rings. It's like, oh yeah, I have the wrong phone number. C tier though, otherwise. Not super interesting to me. And you guys want to see Muhammad Abdallah? Fine, we'll do Muhammad Abdallah as well. I'm such a softy fucking catering to people's requests like this. Jesus. Here he is. Abdallah is B tier. I would put him in B tier. Best decoy? No, not Casey. It's Nervous Nelly, in my opinion. But Muhammad Abdallah, I think, belongs in B tier. I think that's the right spot for him. We're probably done with. I know that we're done with the S tier guys. We're probably done with the A tier guys as well. Just looking at who's left here, not anybody really notable. Yeah. Well, I think we're done there. Oh, I gotta fix my number generator again. The guy with the turban. Yeah, I did this guy. If you mean this guy, the academic predator, Inderjeet Singh, I put him B tier. Row 3. Alright, we're up to row 3. Let's do... Oh, jeez, I don't really like any of these guys that are left here. Robert Lyons is kind of a notable predator. I don't think he is. I don't really care for his segment. He's C. I think he's C tier. Let's see, what else we got here? Row 3 again. Jeez, really helping me out here. I forget this guy's name from Fort Myers. So I guess when I forget your name, you kind of have to be lower tier. You can go in E tier. Palumbo is S tier. Yes, he is. He was one of the first ones we did as well. I forgot this guy's name. Can someone remind me of this guy's name, please? From Fort Myers. I'm trying to look it up. I'm trying to pull up my database. I don't fucking remember. I can't think of it. Is he? Yeah, Ryan McIntosh. That's him. Yes. Yeah, if I can't remember your name, you're going in fucking E tier. Oh shit. Man, row 3 again. They keep giving me this shitty fucking row. This guy right here. We'll do this guy. Steve Takes Pics. Yukon Blue and White. Richard Burnham. That's his name. I think he's C tier. I don't really care too much for this segment. But that's pretty much it. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, we're back. Alright, here we go. Yeah, take your jelly and lubricating gel. I think it's pretty evident. That's what he said, right? Yeah, fuck that guy. Give me a better row, please. It's not row 3. Thank you. Row 1. I could just go in order at this point. This is Andre Jackson, isn't it? I don't really know anything about Andre Jackson. D tier. Don't really care for this segment. This is Brian Dory. Oh, shit. This is Brian Dory, isn't it? I don't really know much about him either. D tier. I forgot this guy's name also. From Georgia. He's not notable in any way at all. E tier. I don't even remember his name. Someone please remind me of this guy's name also. Can't remember it. Is he, Brian Lindsay? I think that's his name, Brian Lindsay. Yeah, he's E tier. If I can't remember your fucking name, you're going E tier. I don't know who this guy is either. He's E tier. We really have saved the best for the last here, haven't we? Who is this guy too? Can you guys remind me who this guy is? Somebody please. I don't know who this is. It's from Flagler Beach. I can't remember his fucking name. We'll have to chat, get caught up here. Chris Hansen we're not going to rank. We'll save him for last maybe. This guy, I don't know who this is either. E tier you go. This guy's the chocolate flavored condoms predator. He's okay. I'll put him in C tier. Why not? Because I'm sick of just throwing guys into the bottom here. So we'll put him. We'll put him D tier, probably where he belongs. I forget what his actual name is, too. But he's more memorable as the chocolate flavored condom. Greg Green, thank you. What are the qualifications for F tier? I don't know. These two guys were forgettable guys. HVP. And they didn't show up to the house, so that's why they're F tier. Those are probably the two definitions. Not anything memorable about them at all. Remind me who this guy's name is and who this guy's name is, please, guys. I can't remember him off the top of my head. Brain's fucking fried. Corey Blagg. Is that this guy's Corey Blagg? Or is this guy's Corey Blagg, isn't it? Hang on, I have my fucking database open. Why don't I just open it up? Yeah, this guy's Blagg. What's this guy's name? I don't know. Alright, this guy, I forgot this guy's name too. Jesus Christ, can you tell? Christopher Cotham, thank you. 76 Lakers, thank you. I can't remember this guy's name either. He's a guy, we can hang out and stuff, you know? We got younger friends, you know? We hang out and stuff. I don't remember his name either. I'm fucking fried at this point. D tier you go. This guy, Dave Cruz, the boxer guy. Is that actually his name or is that just his screen name, Dave Cruz? Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, his name is David Wagner. His real name was, his screen name for some reason was David Cruz. Where did he go? I just lost him. Where the fuck? Oh, there he is. He's okay. He left the lights on in his car. He's C tier. I don't mind doing that. Dallas Lee, thank you. Jesus Christ. I don't know if you saw, but on Instagram, Chris Hansen said that the location of the next Sting has been chosen. I wouldn't hold your breath for that. Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath on it. David Ozcon. Bye, guys. A lot of people have been saying to do him. Okay, so here we go. I'll put him C tier. Not super memorable, really. Isn't he the one who says, maybe kill myself, maybe, though? In the interrogation. Doesn't he say that? He kind of pulls a Jeff Stacy. Yeah, I would say that right there. This guy, fuck, I forgot his name too. The guy who eats the cookie in Fort Myers. I forget his fucking name too. I'm putting him in D tier for now. I just need to look up his name. Unless someone can remind me really quick. Is he Dennis? Yeah, Dennis Ramsey, Daddy for You. He's not terrible. I put him D tier though. Yeah, I think he's probably on the same level with some of these other guys. Jim Rouch. Jim Rouch is coming up here. This guy, the Frosted Tips guy, I forgot his fucking name too. I'm forgetting all of these guys' name here. Is he Sutherland? Let me find out. Yeah, he's Sutherland. Sutherland, again, unforgettable predator. No, don't really care about him. Dennis Ramsey, daddy for you. Yeah, thanks. Greg Carnos, though, is kind of interesting, though, because he's like, oh, you like older guys? No. I'm reading for chat log. Oh. And then he fucking takes off. He'll go C tier. I don't mind that. This guy, I forgot this guy's name too. Jesus Christ, I'm fried right now, guys. I must admit. From the Long Beach Sting, I forgot this guy's name. He's C tier though. He's good. He's good. I forgot his name. Forgive me. I was watching on my Xbox, so I couldn't comment. I had to come here to comment just to say that some of your choices are some of your choices are shocking. So many legends and low tiers. Like who? I don't think so. James Cisneros, thank you. Thank you. He's C tier. This guy, I again forgot about this fucking guy's name from New Jersey. I don't know. Nothing too memorable about him. He's really creepy. Yeah, it's like picking teams now we're at the least desirable players. I mean, it's not fully true. I like some of these guys that we haven't gotten to yet, but yeah, I definitely did a lot of the good ones right away. I forgot this guy's name too. He's D tier from New Jersey. Fucking not memorable at all. Fantasy football, but TCAP, exactly. We're at the late round stages of the draft now where you're just kind of taking shots, you know. You're going to drop these guys from your team anyway. Remind me what this guy's name is, guys. I fucking forgot him. It's all fantasy, guys. It is all fantasy. It is tough competition because I want to really make the good guys stand out, you know. So it might be a little harsh putting some of these guys in the lower tiers, but I want my favorites to stand out here. Marcotte, thank you. Jesus Christ. Lakers, 76 Lakers. Fucking right. Always there. Alright, so Jeremy Keister, he's decent. I don't mind watching him. C tier. Not my go-to Predator, though. The one next to Nick Kochos. This guy, the 22-year-old virgin, Paul Clemente. Not a big fan of his segment either, though. I'll put him C tier. Jim Rauch. Now, this is one that's very decisive in the TCAP community. I have never made it through his full interrogation, and it puts me to sleep, honestly. But I'm trying to get into it. I like his phone call. I've been watching his interrogation in segments. I've been watching it like 10-minute installments. I can't even talk anymore. 10-minute long installments for the past couple of nights. I can't make it through it, though, without falling asleep. I like his phone call, though. C tier. I'm putting him there. And there's room for it to go back up, is what I'm trying to say, though. There's more room for it to go up. Ugh. Hang on 1 second, guys. Yeah, if you ever watch Base Shamans, that's the way I'm thinking I need to do it. I need to have someone commentating over it, I think, to kind of show me why I should be laughing. This is just as of today. These aren't permanent rankings. Like I say, these change all the time. So it's certainly possible that these will move up at some point. This guy too, I forgot his fucking name too. The Marine guy though, the sniper, who says, I was thinking with the wrong head, D tier. Can't remember your name, I don't care. This guy too, he got off on the charges. He was the guy who took his shirt off in the hot tub, going into the hot tub. Unforgettable Predator though, he's D tier. Yeah, that guy's not here either. Elias Balon isn't here either, and the other guy, the hot dogs guy, the fucking fat guy who brought the who said I wanted to help you guys out. Maybe I can work for you guys. He's not here either. Those two guys would be A tier, or not A tier. They'd probably be B or C tier. Stemmen, yeah, thank you. I can't remember any of these guys' names. These two guys I get confused very much. You know, they're both Marines, aren't they? They're both in the Army or in the military. I get them confused. Kenneth Fortin, the guy with the rope, C tier. I think that's where he belongs. He's got a long neck too. I forgot this guy's name too. I'm forgetting everybody's name. Oh, this is not good. We're going to be 3 hours long on this. That's incredible. I can't believe it. I don't know who this is. You're going E tier. If I don't know who you are, you're going E tier. Let me know who this is. This guy, I can't recognize him, so I don't want to rank him because I can't recognize him from the picture. I don't want to rank him if I don't know who he is. So if someone wants to let me know who this is, I can't recognize him from the picture. So please let me know. Lemke, Halo Ball fan. Halo Ball. Oh, that's right. The asshole who's an Angels fan, but he showed up in a Padres shirt. What the hell, dude? Yeah, you, sir, have a long neck. Yeah, I remember that from Mr. Gigi. Come on, Walls. Donald Morrison has to be at least A tier. His history, sweat stain, cookies, combo with Chris, many memorable lines, takedown, all classic TCAP. Yeah, you're right. I might have underranked him. I don't know. I think I'm okay with where he is though. No, that's not. Is this Lauren Hayden? I was wondering where Lauren Hayden is on this. Is this Lauren Hayden? I honestly can't tell from the picture. I like Lauren Hayden too. So if this is Lauren Hayden, I'm going to put him C tier, but I'm not sure if it is. I think it is actually. Now that you mentioned it, I think it is Lauren Hayden, the Brad Pitt look-alike. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. This guy, I forget this guy's name too, but he was the guy. This guy's underage. They sent him in before the rest of them. I forgot his name. He says, I'm not coming here for the sex. E tier though. He's not a predator. He doesn't deserve to be here. You know, he was 16, and his buddies sent him in. This guy, Marvin Harrison Smith. Wow, we actually have a couple of notable guys here left. Marvin Harrison Smith. He's C tier. He gets tased. He says, Mr. Gary. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good predator. C tier though. Not the guy I would rather watch over pretty much anybody else here in B tier. But he's not bad. He looks like Dell. Yeah, you're right. He kind of does look like Dell. He's got the fucking backwards hat on. All he needs to do is just fucking whack his toe on a banister. Yeah, he got thrown under the bus. He was sent in by the older guys. Yeah, I don't remember his name though. He doesn't belong here. He's not a predator. He was 16. He doesn't belong here. I can't recognize this guy either. I don't want to rank him. I can't recognize him yet. So until someone tells me who this is, I can't rank him. This is Michael Murray, the gotta get the truck back predator. B tier. Which is insane. He doesn't belong there at all. No, but he's B tier. He is B tier. I gotta get the truck back. Classic line. Kills me every fucking time. Michael Murray. Yes, better than Stanley, better than Coulson, better than Cody Green, better than Lebrano. Yeah, fucking him. Yeah, him. B tier. You can't even fucking tell. Definitely doesn't belong there. Michael Collins. I don't even know who that is. Flagler Beach, Michael Collins, just for fun, 007. I have his segment saved. Hang on. This guy, have I ever seen this guy before? 8-minute long video? Was it even worth it?
Daylight's hidden cameras head to the beach. He set up. He chats with a decoy and completely relax you. How's that for starters? I could so go on.
I would love that.
The next day, Colin seems well aware that sex with 13-year-old Allison would be wrong.
I don't remember.
The decoy writes,
Do you want to make...
You scare him? No. But Colin, like this, another perverted Colin's right on time.
Let me just...
Is stationed right... Give me a sense of...
Sands fault, which is
Right down to the beach.
Oh, this is the bitch with the kite. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this one sucks. Fucking E tier. Yeah, E tier. You suck. Fucking E tier. Yeah, the one with the kite, that's ridiculous. Yeah, we're not watching that whole thing. I'm pretty sure didn't Mr. Gigi skip over this one too when he was doing this episode? He skipped over that segment. Where did you rank? Oh yes, yeah, show A tier. Yeah, you can't see everything anymore. So yeah, here's S tier, A tier. Wolin made it to B tier or A tier. Sorry, Lee Greer was in S tier. Yeah, so there you go. Need a little update. Haven't touched A or S tier in a while, so yeah, it's Mike Vestal. Mike Vestal 69. I do like him a little bit. He can go with C tier. He's not bad. Kevin Westerbeck. I believe I put him in C tier, didn't I? Let me see. I can't place him right now. I think I put him C tier. The short guy. I'm just looking for a short guy here. I fucking like finding a needle in a haystack. Shinster. Shinster, I think I put C tier as well. No, Shinster is up here in B tier. There he is. Oh yeah, there's Molesterbeck too. He's in B tier. There you go. The S tier is spot on. Yeah, these are ones that I know well. You know, these are the ones that always put me in a great mood. Nick Kochos, the McDonald's Predator, wearing the Daffy Duck shirt. I like him a lot. The lesson for him is be careful who you're talking to, because it might not be the 12-year-old girl that you were expecting to be talking to. C tier. He belongs there, I think. Paul Konstantinescu, however the hell you pronounce it. D tier. I don't find him too interesting. I don't know who this is. If I don't know who you are, you're going in E tier. This guy, I don't know who this is either. You're going in B tier. Or E tier, I mean. This is the guy that rode the fucking bike. I forgot his name. But I like his segment. He goes in C tier. Dude, Pepe. Pepe's not on this. I don't know why he's not in this. If he was in this, he'd be C tier. I don't know why they don't have a picture for him here. But I don't remember this guy's name. But I like his segment. He's the guy who's like, I was pretty hesitant about this. You know, he shows up in a bike. Shit. Almost at the finish line. Yeah, we only have four left. And they're going to be pretty quick. Yeah, he's the guy who's like, 35-40. Yeah, that guy. I like that guy. Poor unknown predators. Yeah, these guys are so unknown that they don't even get a segment here. They get 0 words. Rob Culberson, thank you. Father, son, thank you. Salinas here. I like Salinas' segment a lot. He brought chicken. C tier. I think that's where he belongs. Roberto Forte, Italian Predator. Never cared for his segment. D tier. I forgot this guy's name from Ohio. He's not super interesting. From Ohio. I forgot what his fucking name is too. Is he Ronell Stevens? Is that his name? I can't find this segment here. Damn it. I know I have it saved too. I don't know where it is. Is this him? Is he Ronald Stevens' tongue? Yeah, it is. I don't know anything really about him. Fucking D tier he goes. He's not great. And last but not least, I forgot this guy's name too. I should have saved it for later. I should have saved a good one for last. I like his segment too, but I forgot his fucking name. He's from New Jersey. He's gonna go C tier, but I forgot his fucking name. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is he Marcotte? What's his name? trying to pull it up. No, not Marcotte. Ah, Jesus Christ. Someone please help me out. Terry Warner, thank you. Yeah, I like his segment though. Name is unfamiliar to me. He stands at the fence the entire time, and Chris Hansen yells at him pretty good. But yeah, we did it. Where do you guys think Chris Hansen should go? I know where I would like to put him, but I'll let you guys decide where he goes. But no, we're not going to rank Chris Hansen, but I guess I kind of have to rank him now because I can't put him anywhere else. I don't know. We'll just leave Chris F. Yeah, we'll put Chris F. We'll put Chris Hansen in F tier. There you go. I didn't mean to put this guy here. This guy was here. Yeah, we'll put Chris Hansen in F tier. I think that's kind of appropriate. Although, I don't know why he's here. I don't want to rank him. I don't want to rank him. But I have to put him somewhere. I think I'll put him D tier. But yes, we did it. We are done. 3 hours later. I did not expect this to take 3 hours. But here you go. The full list here. And these are all subject to change. I think we actually got a pretty good distribution here. Like, we have most of them towards the middle. I was thinking that a lot of them were going to be in... I mean, a lot of them are in B tier. But I thought I was going to end up putting so many guys towards the top here. But I'm proud of myself for making myself stick with, keeping a select few in the top 2 tiers here. But we got it done. Thank you guys for coming out and wasting 3 hours of your life with me.